Hi, Josh. Hi, yo, it's him. Hi, Cow. Hi, Crush. Hi, Aqua. Yeah, VCT's going on already. Hi, Kay. Hi, Jakey. I should be streaming all the games. You guys believe I'm streaming for like 9 hours on my day off? Hi, Chauncey. Did I what? Did I pray today? No. No, I'm not at the venue today. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Izakai. Thank you, KP. Yes, hi, Junio. It is almost noon. Hi, building. Hi, Lechi. Hi, Matsu. Oh, don't worry. I'll probably upload this on YouTube, most likely. Thank you, Skeely. No, I was at the arena a couple days ago when C9 played last. Hi, Roblo.
6 teams are fighting to make it to the play-ins, but only 3 will make the cut. Hello, everyone, and welcome to
doing
Day
great,
7
Park J
of
Bomb.
VCT America's Kickoff.
Hi,
Coming at you live from
Warplo.
the Riot Games studio right
Hi,
here
YouTube
in
chat.
Los Angeles, California. Of course, I'm the man yelling at you. I'm Golden Boy, and I'm joined here by Athena, and we have a person who wears a lot of hats on this broadcast. It's
Hi,
Uber
RCK.
joining us as an analyst
I
today.
actually never
C9
wear
win.
actual hats
C9
at all.
win.
Despite
Yeah.
the massiveness of my forehead, I've not found one that actually like
Fascinating.
obscures
Huh?
it at all.
Now I just got to find you a hat.
Relatable.
I'm not a hats guy, you know what I mean? I've never really, I look like an idiot.
That's how we start the show off. But you know what? If there's one person who can pull it off, it's this man. That being said, though, let's talk about what happened on this
Hi, Blue
stage
Jay.
yesterday. We had one game, and boy, howdy, was it a good game because Evil Geniuses took on G2 Esports, and we were all ecstatic for multiple reasons.
Hi, Silly. Hi,
One of them
Tragic.
was, what the hell
You
was
should
EG
get some
cooking in
sleep.
the off-season?
Come on,
We
dude.
now know.
It was crazy. I mean, the
Hi,
comps were
T-Sung.
crazy. The games were crazy.
Hi,
The
Sora.
maps were crazy. The comeback was crazy.
The deadlock.
I mean, the deadlock was crazy.
deadlock.
I have been preaching about
Hi,
deadlock
Ebron.
on Icebox for so long. Everyone called me crazy, but Jagama, I mean, he is the guy to do it because he went absolutely insane on that. It was so good to watch.
Nothing stood out to me more about the deadlock comp than watching Leaf, like, you know, dash onto B site and then hit 2
Dude, there's been a lot of Euro gameplay this VCT, I'm not gonna lie.
This is great, you know? I love being detained and not playing the video game. It honestly was really, really awesome to
Thank
watch
you,
that.
Mandu.
And of course, you know, that brings us to our current bracket
Hi,
where we
Archon.
are right now because NRG, Loud, and EG have all qualified for next weekend's single elimination playoffs. And our 6 remaining teams are all fighting for a shot at tomorrow's play-in. So these matches and the matches tomorrow, I mean, look, folks, VCT is just a gift that keeps on giving because you ain't getting it here in America. You're going to get it in Pacific, and then you're also going to get it in EMEA.
Breezy, they
You're
had
gonna
the
get it in China.
deadlock.
It's amazing. There's so much going around here.
Deadlock,
3
no
matches across the board,
duelists
though,
with
Uber,
Gecko.
And, I mean, we got MIBR versus Cloud9,
What's
Sentinels
it?
versus Leviathan, and then Crew versus G2.
Again, by the way, which was a game in which both teams had to adapt
Crew
about
could've won.
12 times a map. It was
Yeah.
incredible. And obviously,
I'm
Kevin
trying not
looked
to stress out.
amazing. Can the rest of Crew step up around him? Mel's was calling. Absolutely
We'll-
sick. I want to see what they've
we'll
done with the
see
bit of
what
prep for that rematch.
happens.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Through
Any
and through.
tips on
A
how to
great
not
day
hate Breeze?
of Valorant for everyone watching
Fake
it now.
duelist.
This year, though, we're actually going to be doing a few really fun things. We're going to be heading to Madrid, Shanghai. We're also going to go to Seoul as well for our big global event. But what about the future? Well, good news is we asked the pros where they want to go, and this is what they had to say.
I think if I could pick any city to host an event in Valorant, I'd probably pick somewhere in America or Sao Paulo.
Eu escolheria alguma cidade do Brasil, talvez São Paulo ou Rio de Janeiro.
São Paulo, perto de casa, perto da família também.
Eu também gostaria, né, conhecer o Rio, que eu não fui. Santiago, de Chile.
Yo creo que falta cambiar y hacer una en Santiago para que conozcan un poco Latinoamérica.
It would have to be Rome.
Las Vegas.
Yo creo que volvería
This is the same pasta I had yesterday.
I would say Houston because that's where I'm from. There's some crazy stadiums in Texas.
Houston?
You know, I like big crowds.
Being able to have like another Masters at like Tokyo, Japan or something like that.
I honestly hope there is another Tokyo event because I still wanted to go there.
I'm almost certain that everyone's answer had to have been Tokyo, but then they were like, too many people said Tokyo, so can you please change it?
My God.
But where would you like to go?
I haven't been to Japan yet.
Me, Reina, me swing.
Also, Brisbane, Australia. Can we go? Can we do that?
Hey, WWE just did an event in Perth, so
Okay,
Look,
not bad.
I love the Sen boys, but I think Leviathan win.
I love that Ethan's like, there's so many big stadiums in Texas. Bro, you know we're going to end up back in Arlington like every single Texas event. We're not going anywhere fancy. It's bloody Arlington, mate.
Yeah, I got like, what, 8 Halo events there, so I'm sure it's going to be great. But in any case,
Breezy, look,
guys,
I'm
actually,
drinking water.
Dude, imagine the pyramids in the background.
Yes, you should.
Okay.
That'd be pretty sick. I would like us to go maybe to the Boogie Down Bronx.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? And maybe do a little gig at Yankee Stadium would actually be pretty sick.
We did Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn would be fun. We did that once. That'd be a good time. You know, there's a lot of places we can go to. The good news is that there's always going to be an option, right? And we have so many bangers that are going to be coming out here today.
Same
we got
thoughts.
Great matches. We got Cloud9 versus MIBR. Now, here's the funny thing. You guys might remember this.
Yeah,
Last
my
time
name
these
is
two teams faced
Anita
off,
Max
it was
Win. Middle
2-1,
name
but it was
Max,
closer
last
than
name Win.
anyone could have expected. And Uber, I think
Meow,
it goes
meow.
without saying
Hi,
that
Tim.
MIBR came into the season with a point to prove. This is not the same squad that we saw. This team is really
I don't really know. The only other like guns that I like, the bundles, are because of the player cards, not because of the actual gun. I think C9 has one of the best, if not the best guns.
C9 were trying to pull each other off sides all through that series, and neither of them refused to budge. So it added an extra layer of like information, and feinting and poking and prodding
At 11 a.m.
attack side to that map, those maps that I really loved.
Yeah, I actually really feel like the consistency is a huge thing that MIBR brings because, like you said,
I thought your
they
name
talk
was
about not
Pipperton
having, like,
Maxwellimus
a star
Squiddlim the
player
second.
or not having like too much aggression, but I feel like that actually played out in their favor, especially against Furia. Like the way that they
I didn't
played
see
and
the
way that
Paper
they
X Genji
mid-rounded,
game.
even if they were down numbers, it
I'm
felt
surprised
like
that Genji won again.
calm and collected, and they were able to kind of use that consistency and that play style that they normally have to like push forward.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like the way MIBR is looking as well.
They look very scary. You know, I think it goes without saying a lot of people are, I wouldn't say like underselling them, but coming into this matchup, if you think this is going to be like some walk in the park for C9, I mean, you have to be on something because it's just not going to be the case.
MIBR can look understated, but that's a trap. It is, it is a deadly
I'm
trap.
eating
because,
pesto
again,
pasta
in like
from the
4v5s, their conversion rate
chef
against Furia was
film,
like 50%,
but these are leftovers.
which was double what Furia had.
Yeah.
They do so much with
Rest
so
of the
little.
leftovers.
Yeah, I mean, the thing to think about too is that when you play against C9,
Dinner
like,
table
you have all
reveal?
these VODs to watch, and I feel like
We don't
MIBR
have
has
a
been
dinner
team
table.
that
It's
has,
just
like,
the kitchen
always
island.
watched the VODs and come back and improved on things that they needed to, and I feel like that's also a really big strength that MIBR have. And again, that consistency, if you bring that with VOD review and the IGLing that's been going crazy.
Well, you're always going to be looking, obviously, for the coaches to, help drive that. And good news is we actually ended up getting some words with Coach Bazooka because Elizabeth is standing by to get some words from MIBR's lead man.
Bazooka, I have a quick word with you. I'd love to ask you, what has been the impact of having fraud on the team this year?
It's been a huge impact. You guys are going to see today.
Good luck.
Wait, it's best of 5 today? All of the games?
Cooking over there, right? I mean, you know, without a doubt, fraud coming into this team along with Coach Bazooka.
Wait, you're lying.
But a lot of pressure on their end as well because
oh my god,
said they had Sadak on their team. We see what's going on with Loud. There's a lot of questions.
If it was 3
for sure.
best of 5 games,
for us,
oh my god.
Furia was going to come out on top because of the
I think I would just jump off the 7th floor.
But the way that
in
MIBR
game
was playing was so good.
Oh my god.
Kind of a dominating
that actually scared the fuck out of me.
And even against their mid-rounding, the way
Holy
that
shit.
they're playing, it feels like they have a solid fundamental.
But you mentioned star player though, and
oh my god.
One of the players we want to talk about is RGL Meister because yes, you don't necessarily.
I would have died.
You know, ASPAS level numbers. You don't have the oxys even of the world.
Because like I think they rotate casters, right?
IGL, and if you put him in any clutch situation, I feel like he's coming out on top. The way that he was clutching time and time again,
Good morning,
and he was
Michelle.
keeping his team in the loop was just so good. And again, he's consistently put up numbers. He hasn't been bottom fragging, and he's IGLing the whole time.
One thing I loved out of RGL Meister on Breeze is that he read MW0 really well. He actually came out ahead against the duelist in first kill, first death, 5-3. MW0 was handling everybody else on MIBR pretty effectively. So that's really important if he has that anchor
is very
sites.
criminal.
And also, like sometimes when you are that anchor, you feel like you're always playing retake, right? Always rotating into a site in a post-plant scenario. The guy is Gigabrain and he's very, very good at picking apart these like really complex situations to get these huge clutch moments and come out.
You even started that 1v2, right? That he had earlier where he really just hurted them.
Hi, Jorgen. Jorgen,
he literally had both his volleys and he just like used his neutral to push
Good luck
them
on your
into wherever
physics
they
exam.
needed. And I think the biggest part too that you actually mentioned is that they were down numbers a lot and they still managed to kind of push and take positionings and kind of take space away.
Actually, mad comfortable. There's two layers to it.
That's a whole aspect that the IGL brings. And RGL himself, when you see him on the camera after every clutch, he's just so
I'm eating
cool
pasta.
and like chill, and he has those vibes.
Hi, greeters.
So like I think that also is a huge, huge thing to bring to a team when you do have that just like cool, calm, collected IGL that is just like clutch, keep it cool,
I mean, look
and
at
like
this
make
picture.
sure exactly.
Look how cool he looks. He's so cool. He's just staring at the windows of my soul, telling me, "Come here, puppy." You know what I mean? I love it.
Whoa.
I'm all about it. You know.
Whoa.
Also, I think that another aspect of the team that a lot of people were not expecting in the MIBR matchups, FRZ was stepping up big time as well. Uber, like this is another guy who like you're just seeing these guys really start to find their identity here, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, here's another guy that does so much with so little, which is kind of the theme for this MIBR team. He was put in a position on split against Furia where he had to anchor beat. He's not playing a Sentinel, he's playing Viper. So instead of using that util that you play off to give information, give that to the rest of your team, you have to stall, you have to delay, you have to not overpeak, not get caught out. And that game was so chaotic. The early rounds were just ridiculous. He does go 1 and 5 first kill, first death, so he does get jumped on. They really try to exploit him.
I casted the game, or I tried when I was at the arena. That video's out on YouTube if you want to see it.
Towards that A side and actually dominating. So I mean, sometimes you need not only a Sentinel, but another player in that B side to help anchor it. He did it all on his own.
I mean, he denied so much information with his Viper util from the other team from getting any information. It was so good. And even with the Viper gas, he managed to kind of mirror the other team's Viper gas and to kind of make them use their util and make them use their gas to get into sight. And I think that was really, really solid. And on attack, his lurks were phenomenal. Like he was putting a wrench in every single rotation and felt like he always managed to be heaven control literally by himself because the rest of his team is just doing so much
planting
pressure on the other side of the map that he just utilizes it perfectly. I feel like as a lurk, as a senti,
as a
anchor,
they have
he did
the
amazing on Viper.
That's the scary thing about this MIBR team is that we know the tools are there, and that is what makes them so fascinating to watch, of course, as we get ready for this matchup, though. MIBR and Cloud9, they have met on this stage before 9 days ago, by the way. So let's go ahead and take a listen on their comms from their last matchup.
Here towards A, Cloud9. The 4-1 again with Whippy kind of being off, listening for rotation.
I can go late, Hookah. Yeah, sure. Come over, Max. You could leave short. Burnt them all on us. Not left. I'm gonna throw triple smokes, okay? Yeah. After this, we sky out. Mercado, 1 de vida, vai pra te meter esse pá, tá? Aqui, Isaac pelo fundo, parece. Tá, vamos travar, consegue? Foi fundo, não tive que vai, Eu peguei TP, tá? Tá, ok. Tô por Viper tava fundo, já tinha. Tá. Entrou bomb, guys. Saiu tal do bomb, tem que entrar rápido, guys, tem antes da Viper. A Viper tava fundo, ele não passou. Pegou TP, 3, 2. Pegou 2 só. Pode ter ficado bom. Vamos clinar bomb? Tá lá de morto. Boa. Deixa eu ouvir. Pegando orb fundo, pegou orb fundo 1, pegou TP agora. Não sei se o cara me ouviu. Pode ter mais um bomb ainda, tá? Me ouviu. Tem um cara meio, tá? Ele me ouviu, já tinha perto de você, acho. Tem mais um bomb, certeza? Um comigo aqui. 3v3. Heaven, B-side, Max, one more B-side. Come in. Go. I'm picking ball. I can ult inside. Where is he? Heaven? Heaven. Gonna drop. I'm gonna ult. Heaven still. Missing Viper. Heaven still. Heaven still. Tá verde, eu acho, a Raze. Fica causando. They think that Viper, guys.
Wait, how? This is the Pax on one.
Might spam you, Max. Go walk up on the yeah. Go low right, Max. Go low right. Spam you.
One on me.
Yeah. Should be one. Sit.
Aí, sem saída.
É muita ranked contra o Charola.
I think my volume is fine. Because yesterday I was streaming, people were like, can you turn down, can you shut up? Because you're louder than the game. And the game is at, the stream is at 100%.
I'll put my wall, jump it again. Nothing outside here, nothing outside here.
They gave us showers, careful short, guys.
Yeah.
Pick the shake.
In a second, Francis.
They're in 2 months, not Nate.
3, 2, 1, peek.
Oh, Nate, thank you.
Nada. Quer abaixar a parede?
Ó, tem banheiro. Desaguei nele, viado. É o Yuro, acho. Calma. Bora. 3, 2, 1.
It's almost noon. Hi, Taka.
Cuidado. Tá, fechei.
Carrinho meio da Razer.
Deixa só.
Voltou.
Show up, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna sky all touch hours. Go ahead.
Do it. But 30
Oh, man.
I'll jump my wall.
Punch showers.
Dogging. You check
Punch showers.
Wait, I don't really know what you can do about color blindness. Are there like contacts that you can wear?
Abri banheiro, pedi coragem.
Come through.
Two more, backside. Yeah. Dead. Backside.
Get bomb.
You might flank.
Could be short.
Come, follow. Could be anywhere, could be you. Just TP.
Holding Evan. Sure.
Could be behind, okay? He walled up. He could be here too, guys. Wait for Jake.
Now what? 3, 2, 1, jump.
No problem.
Glasses. Thank you for the 4 months, Starkey. Thank you.
Could be locked.
Because I know some people, for their vision, some people, you can wear contacts that are like super heavy at night, and then in the morning you can take it off and you have 20/20.
Both teams had the numbers of their opponents.
So I was just like, oh, maybe there's something for
that matchup, as you saw in that comms
color
listen.
blindness.
I'm pumped for this matchup just because this is going to be a great test for MIBR, a great opportunity for them to really show that they are a contender, in this region. But for Cloud9, it's an opportunity for them to show people that
I love the Chinese milky like fish soup with like tofu, and it's usually like catfish or other
and I feel like
fish.
For me, knowing that Energy is probably one of the top in the league for my own personal prediction.
I feel like util and comms go hand in hand.
So I feel like them losing against C9 losing against NRG is kind of like, we can kind of gauge how they are as a team, but I feel like they're playing against like Demon 1, and we know about the Demon 1 and Oxy.
And they're playing with a level of confidence that honestly hasn't really been seen that much outside of EG champs.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that wasn't like the best idea of how C9 is going to play. And so I feel like coming into this, now that they're playing against MIBR, they're playing against a really stable team. They're playing against a team that maybe, they can out firepower them, which I feel like they couldn't really do with NRG. I think coming into, we're going to see a lot of different things and a lot of like weird cooking action, but
absolutely. I think
you know what I still can't figure out. You know how like color contacts, obviously the contacts are colored.
I really liked actually.
It's so weird to me that I cannot see the color. Like, I don't know how that works.
But sometimes things weren't quite lining up with Oxy. You can see here he's in a drift and he's probably trying to play off a flash or a trailblazer, but he pops out in the middle of smoke against players who are not flash.
I'm watching all 3 games.
This happens on a number of occasions. We're using the term, the shorthand, overheating, right? But again, Cloud9 are a team that can get caught overthinking themselves.
Yeah.
And I really think you want a duelist that just goes.
And I'm kind of
that was a W.
In that instance as well, Uber. I don't know if you saw a few times.
No, it doesn't tint.
Out of the drift. You noticed that he was doing so.
I for sure thought her team thought she was weird. My Reina thought I was weird for sure.
With it too, like drawing this young kid on these compositions that are definitely going to be a little.
Oh, maybe that is true, Christine.
You have to cook.
But like when sometimes like I have contacts where it's like it's too big for my eye. In terms of like.
Vanity as an IGL, like he was having kind of
it's too flat for how round my eye is, and then when I look around, it stays in one spot, and I still can't see the color.
Just sat on site and let them use
do not get the surgery to change your eye color, because like,
and because of that, they couldn't find any openings. So
hold on.
I think for Vanity, like He has a little bit to overcome, but his
when you change your eye color with that surgery, they just take like a layer off of your eyes, because people with like brown eyes have the least sensitive eyes, and then people who have like green or blue eyes have the most sensitive eyes. So they just literally laser off a layer of your eyes, which is so bad.
Struggled in retakes against MIBR. They kept running out of time. So
A lot of people go completely blind after a little bit.
Decisive play from this Cloud9 team.
Yeah, and to put a more of a microscope onto an individual player, you're going to keep your eyes on Vanity here for this one. What calls he's going to be making, how is he going to be contributing to this team in this one. He's had plenty of standout moments in this
Dude,
tournament.
if we kept using that Odin that game, I think we would have won.
Vanity's going to bring it, but it just
I'm not gonna lie.
The strategy.
Yeah.
I think we stopped using it in OT.
I loved what he called on the defense here for Ascent, especially the A side. Oxy was fighting tooth and nail for Tree. He would not give it up. They were playing ahead of that execute utility from NRG, and Jake was anchoring this A side really well. He was in Y in a couple of rounds, shutting down the A split. He played from heaven, beat Demon 1 on a couple of occasions.
There's something about the pigments.
Especially on the defensive side. So I don't think there's any issues.
I mean, the game was close. It was so close.
But I would like to see those decisions made a little earlier when they're
Why didn't you just yell at them to keep using it? You're actually not allowed to like yell at them because they can kind of hear you. Like just a little bit. Like in between the games, there was somebody that came up on the stage and I was like, make sure you guys aren't yelling when like to try to communicate to them, or else we'll have to escort you out and like you can't come watch games anymore. I don't want to risk anything. I was making jokes about like being like that, but I
worked out so well, and I feel like Vanity himself was going crazy. I mean, his Sova stats were insane. He used his util really well to mid-round. Exactly like you said, if he did just a little bit earlier, I feel like maybe the rotations would have been smoother. Maybe the attack side would have been better. But again, his util was just so good. Even shocks, even the way that he uses drone to get info for his team and like cause rotates.
Yeah.
Everything that he did was
brilliant
phenomenal.
Recon initiator, 100%, right?
Sure.
And does exactly what he needs to do. And he's going to need, well, all the pieces of this puzzle to really come together here. One of those, the big one, I would say, is Oxy, because put a microscope
at
on
least
this guy
you haven't gotten the surgery.
Hype into this league. And even though
I'm assuming.
necessarily the way that he would have liked, I'm sure they would love to be in the upper part of the bracket right now. We're still seeing something impressive from this young man, but it's clear it's going to continue to develop over time.
It was a tale of two Oxys, I think, between the two series that he's played so far. I want to focus more on the MIBR one. I think it's more relevant. There's a clip where he like dives into U-Haul on offense, inside all comes out and short these two people and just opens up the site for his team. He was always playing ahead of the rest of C9, and he's the one paving the way so that Vanity has good info to work off of to make those mid-round calls. What you see in Dimensional Drift, whether he's going to the A side or going up below,
I'm not gonna lie, I like wearing glasses just because I don't want to see sometimes. Like sometimes I'll go out and like if I'm not driving, I just won't bring my glasses because I don't want to see.
And also just opens these sites right up. He's got the skill. I feel like he was nervous. He was 3 and 5 first kill and first death against NRG on Sunset, for example.
Something to think about when we mentioned him playing Yoru against NRG versus him playing Yoru on MIBR or versus MIBR. When he was playing against NRG, NRG literally wasn't giving anything.
Like I hate making eye contact with people and like reading their face expressions, but if I just can't see their face expressions,
like there were openings, there were loopholes.
I'm
MIBR as a
chilling.
team likes to move in a pack. They like to do that. So when you have a team that's moving in a pack, there's always that loophole, there's always that gap, and Oxy did such a good job.
Nothing matters to me out of like a certain amount of distance.
And I feel like that Yoru.
Yeah, sometimes like I don't want to be stimulated
because of the opposite.
Because of the way that
the way that they're playing, comp-wise as well. Yeah, exactly.
Out of sight, out of mind, exactly.
Better against MIBR this style, and that's true because MIBR will vacate space. NRG likes to re-clear and reclaim space in the mid-round to make it.
I don't remember being in Bakersfield.
Because they work as a pack, they're actually a really sick retake team outside of that split map when they have the sky flash to work on.
Well, that is true. If you cry a lot, then and like your eyes are super puffy.
So that's something to look out for. It's really the post-plant scenarios are going to be the most.
Just put on glasses and nobody will notice. I'm so serious. Like I've tried other things like putting on makeup or like doing your hair different or putting like the frozen spoons on your eyes. Like glasses just do it.
We need a closer look at this
Hey,
matchup, and
Hayes.
we decided to bring in the big guns. We needed some extra help. Folks, it's the return
Thank you for the
of the
prime,
breakdown
Sony.
buddies.
Thank you. It is good, Corny.
Thank you, Golden
Hi,
Boy.
Fire
We are
Nation.
back with another Breakdown Buddies. Unfortunately, I demanded this segment get removed from the show, yet here we are. Here I am.
Wait, I'm
working
gonna run
with
ads
against
right
our
now.
contract
Whoa.
stipulations. Let's get into this thing. What round have you got for me to explain today? Okay, it's looking like Cloud9 and MIBR. That makes sense.
Oh,
Pretty
Greeny.
relevant, obviously, to what's going
Hi
on here today. And what do we got? MIBR, they're on attack. Sure, it's bind. I am seeing that, absolutely. They're gonna go for hookah control. We've seen that before. Viper wall on A, but oh my god, it's a crunch. Oh my goodness, Cloud9, they're gonna crunch through the TP any second now
Requiring it.
with this Yoru. Surely any second now. The boombot is broken, Oxy kills one, and then the
Don't
TP
let him-
comes in
don't let him eat
really
our
late,
couch.
and Zeppa's just kind of trapped in their ball. How are they going to react to this? Can you give me some information to work off of? You know, for as much as you've really used this telestrator, I was hoping the pace would be a little bit faster, but it looks like the MIBR... What? It looks like the MIBR team, they're, you know, they're going from all angles,
Thank you for 2
long
months,
A,
Momo.
long B, they're
Thank
working
you.
on mid R. Now we might be going,
Hi, Chris.
we might be going a little too fast. And Mazine he's fighting through shot. I'm sorry, can we play? Can we do this in
Hi,
multi?
Joseph.
Thank you. All right, so we're back to working up long. MIBR, they've gone back around. They're
No,
in
when I
this,
was
you know,
little,
1,
okay,
2,
we couldn't
1.
afford. I couldn't afford braces.
Wow, okay, a nice little shot from Zane to even things out.
And like I didn't really need it,
The opposite end. I like this move from
but I
Echoes.
did
He
have
pops the
issues. I
Viper's
still
head.
have like an
Hold on,
overbite. My
nice
teeth
little
aren't like
distraction
completely
as well.
aligned,
Gonna drag some
and like the
rotations over
bottom
to
is not
that
completely
side
straight,
of the
and
map.
like one of my teeth
There
goes this
goes
way.
Vanity's sprinting
But I didn't want my
legs
parents to
over
use their
TP,
money on it.
obviously causing that
But I
distraction.
really wanted braces when I was a kid
Wants them to.
because
He just has all these
everybody
people
else
going.
had it.
The world is his oyster, is what you're telling me. Thank you, Paula. And in the meantime, Mazine.
I also wanted glasses when I was younger. When I was younger, I had 20/20 vision before I started gaming, and everybody else had glasses, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever.
This is a really nice round from MIBR so far. And as that Seeker's going into back sight, yeah, Arton is updrafting. Oxy gets flashed, I believe, by a Sky Bird at the same time. Gets taken out by the knives. And then Mazine gonna be able to go out there with FRZ and TP back after the distraction. This is just some honest to God good team play from MIBR, which is something we did not see last year, that we were hoping to see last year, that we're hoping to see now. And honestly, I feel like this has been a pretty positive start to season 2 of Breakdown Buddies. Bala, I think we can, you know, we can.
I did. I read Wattpad. I wanted to be the main character.
Back to you.
With like the messy bun, big glasses.
And
just the tension of that entire.
I feel like we gotta make it worse next time.
Dude,
How do we make it worse?
I was on a telestrator last weekend for the first time, and if I had to do that, I think I would literally just cry on air. Like, that was so intense, and I'd be so confused. Bala's arrows
Well, we found our next segment for Breakdown Buddies. We got her.
Never.
Let's go. All right, folks. Well, what do you think? I'm gonna do it? You think I'm gonna do it? You think I'm gonna do it? Look at me.
I gotta go. See ya.
Yeah,
All
like
right, good
the
job there,
front
buddy.
parts of the hair
Anyway,
out.
folks, our coaches are ready for the map select, so let's go ahead and see where we're going and take a listen in.
Welcome, guys. As you know, teams were decided via coin flip. C9 will be Team A, and MIBR will be Team B. C9, you will have first map ban.
Ban split.
C9 ban split. What would you like to ban?
Icebox.
MIBR ban Icebox. And you will have first map pick.
Pick bind.
C9 pick bind.
Bind first
And would you like
map.
attack or defense?
Attack.
MIBR pick attack. And what map would you like?
We pick Ascent.
MIBR pick Ascent. And would you like attack or defense?
Defense.
C9 pick defense. And you have one map ban.
Ban Breeze.
C9 ban Breeze.
They're banning all the
And
bad
what would you
maps.
like to ban?
Except
We
Bind.
ban Lotus.
MIBR ban Lotus. Decider map will be Sunset.
Hey.
And would you like attack or defense?
Yeah, people are unhinged.
Defense.
C9 pick defense. All right, best of luck today, guys.
Dude, I hate this map rotation.
By combined, Ascent and Sunset will be the battleground for these two
Hi,
teams
Ashley.
a second time in this tournament here. But we want to hear from you wonderful people in the chat. I was with you guys over the last 2 days, and I really had a good time. So, and be nice to
I
one
hate
another.
Fracture.
In
They
any
can
case,
keep
though,
Fracture.
go
Keep
home,
Fracture
you should be home,
in the vault.
and make sure you go ahead and type in MIBR or C9. Trust me, I'm good at my job, and I know what I'm doing here.
I'm good. Moderator, Twitch moderator, Eve QL.
Whatever you got to do. Good luck. We'll see what happens, though. I'm curious to see what the community thinks, who's going to walk away with this win.
Can you bring back Pearl for us? If I had any say, any power, it would have been. It never would have left.
Find success here. They banned Split this time. They don't want to deal
VCT
with it. They really
champs.
struggled to get Whippy's utility on defense where it had to be. It might be, I was super good at being like, we're not hitting the KJ side ever. Whippy's like throwing everything down. He's got it all ready. He's like, you know, there's tinsel on the bloody tree. All the presents are there, and they just head down to Ben and Jerry's at the corner of the
It's
street.
Brendan.
Really? You ever done that?
I mean, I'm just saying I could go for some
and
ice
opt
cream.
for a very specific, non-sponsoring ice cream chain.
Just me? Yes. Non-specific. Well, here are the maps.
Are you doing okay, B-Dow?
As I said before, you're right. We saw that veto on Split, massive there. Myrna, what do you make of this?
It's okay. B-Dog is the only person that can say that.
Has gone C9's way as well. I feel like the Split ban makes so much sense. MIBR has had so much success on that, and so coming out of the gate, I don't know. C9's Ascent looked so good against NRG. I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm voting C9. I think this is going to be a 2-0 for C9 because of these maps.
See the community vote as well. It's an 84%. By the way, guys, don't worry. I can see the screen now. 83,
You
17.
can say the same number anyway, whether you can see it or not. So
that's actually very true.
You know what you want
but
from
yes,
the bathroom.
wow, the community feels
Toilet
that C9 is
paper.
going to walk away with this. Uber, what do you have?
Look, popular team. Again, I feel like they get the better of this. Like, I don't know if C9 really wants to play Icebox either, so I think that sort of ban from MIBR works in their favor. I'd love to get to Sunset. I want to see what it looks like on the run back because I think there's a ton to take away from the game against NRG.
Breeze.
I'm excited. This is going to be great. I hope you wonderful people at the Riot Games Arena is excited.
Actually, I think Icebox
and
and Fracture need to go.
Great matches across the board. Day 7 of VCT America's kickoff starts.
Fine, or
right
Split. Maybe Split and Fracture. I need to poop. This is really bad timing. I'm gonna start to predict. Sure.
An assist from the wingman to get the clap onto RG.
I'm wearing it. Wait, I'll change into a t-shirt. You want to wear that?
I think playing MIBR again will be fun. I think they're a better team than most people expected. They looked really impressive against Furia, and against us they played really well as well, pushing us to the limit on 2 maps, and then destroying us on Split.
Gain control of the heaven. Oh, man. Artazine is on something different today.
Com certeza, eu tô muito animado pro jogo contra a Cloud9, porque a gente tá querendo aí uma revanche. Às vezes faltou um pouco mais de experiência em relação à afobação e à tranquilidade. A gente deixou a desejar, a gente entregou uns rounds, errou a comunicação, que muitas vezes custaram o jogo.
I think the first match, I think we definitely had a little bit of stage nerves. I mean, it's like 3 of our first times playing on stage, and I think that we adjusted a lot of things for this energy game and played a lot better. I think it'll be a good match, and I'm excited to play.
The delay, the planning works out. Close range with the Bucky, but it gets dodged. C9 flushed out and picked off. Vanity, nice shot there. A 1v1, the jump long range with the judge. Now the gun gets picked up. Attack there from Vanity to tie up the game.
Eu acredito que naquele jogo nós erramos muito como time, então a gente quer essa revanche, a gente quer enfrentar eles, porque a gente sabe que dessa vez vai ser diferente.
Riot Games Arena, it's time to kick off this Sunday and bring out our first team. Give it up for Cloud9!
Streamer is streaming, coming back. But look at those boys walking out, man. The boys in blue are in town. Make sure you go buy your Cloud9 bundles though. Look at that, 6 spray, player card, classic, and you get a gun buddy. Zeppa's so hot, you know, I agree. I'm not gonna lie, Zeppa and Oxy are probably the funniest streamers, like pro streamers. They are Pure content. Does anyone know what MIBR stands for? Or is it just like actually, or is it made in Brazil? See, I knew that. I had to think about that. But I knew that. And if you're an MIBR fan, make sure you go buy your MIBR cards. Honestly, buy any bundle that for team supports. You get them some money. It's actually so cool. Like their little iridescent, like what's it? Their logo, the iridescent logo. Yeah, I was definitely just testing your knowledge.
Both teams are ready to take the stage and meet for a second time in this competition. It's exciting, and what's even more exciting,
I think streamers coming back soon.
Go out there and get those team capsules for your favorite squad. Make sure you represent them. They look awesome. There's like this prepared thing to read, but honestly, they're sick.
Look at Zappa looking so mighty fine.
Just go and just buy them. They look really cool, and it supports the teams, which is the most important thing in esports. Because without these guys, we don't have jobs. So I think, you know, that's very nice. Anyway, let's continue though and talk about this matchup at hand. Both teams want to win badly. Goes without saying. Lose here, you're out of this competition, Uber.
Do you know what MIBR stands for?
It's more than that too. There's a time, right, that will become their enemy because if they don't win this, it's a long time before they're going to be playing on that stage again. So for a lot of these squads, it's about preservation.
Absolutely. One of my favorite vanity quotes ever is Valorant players would win first place in the war versus working. That's what he tends to think about. Many of his compatriots out there grinding for the top, and Cloud9 would love to be at Madrid. They don't want to have to spend that next period of time just scrimming, training. These guys put the work in.
I so long.
You're on the other side.
They take like 30 minutes to an hour.
Winning coaches.
In my head, I'm like, as soon as I poop, that is going down the drain. Like, or not the drain, the toilet.
And now coming into this, you know, they
like I don't want to marinate in that.
They're gonna look to kind of overcome that
20, 0 out of 20.
Victory.
Isn't it 20 guesses? Not the drain, the toilet. I did wash my hands.
Before they came to the VC team.
Oh my god, you guys.
Everybody wrong in that
Stop
respect.
talking.
They've shown a great depth of gameplay, incredible discipline, and fantastic cohesion as a unit. But we're looking for more. Just a little bit more. They don't need a superstar. They definitely need to clobber Cloud9.
Yeah, that is going to be the most important thing here for MIBR. Make a statement, but C9 knows that for MIBR, well, they feel like they have their number here. Here come the agent select as it starts to get locked in here. Right out of the gate, nothing too crazy here for Bind.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably going to see that Yoru again. We're going to see the same comp. And the thing is about Bind, the thing is about Bind that C9 struggled with was that their retakes weren't the best. And I feel like MIBR has constantly been on their retake game. They don't care about having too little util. They still use it to their advantage. Even with that Sky Flash and the way that Sky has been nerfed, they're still abusing the flashes. They're still
you poop impossible.
Maybe these brimstones have run out. And so it's going to be interesting. I
did not. I'm trying to go through today without caffeine.
Really good shot.
Oxy is very good on the defense side in the early round.
Ew, Lilith.
For a first pick.
I brew.
Sometimes swing out a hookah. Sometimes you like pick that B-long.
Giving that 4v5 advantage at the beginning is huge.
Exactly. And B-long will be a hotly contested part of the map no matter what side C9 is on. They
really
are fighting. They value that orb. You'll see a lot of defensive pops on that side of the map to try and find an advantage there and close it off from the attacker.
Yeah, and I feel like without the Sentinel too, we're gonna have to see like a lot of plays coming out from Yoru. So maybe they have some sort of cooked up idea to counter getting that Yoru into that space. Like you said, getting into U-Haul, allowing Viper to lurk.
Yoru again.
These are all things that both teams are gonna have to think about when it comes to it.
MIBR changed up their tack. They actually have double initiator coming into this map, which is obviously a little bit different.
Thank you, Strike Boy.
Brim, Viper, Sky,
going through a day without caffeine is a myth. Okay.
I guess maybe that's exactly what you're looking
to be honest, I don't really drink caffeine anymore, unless it's I just drink it for the flavor. So like when I drink energy drinks, I drink like half of it, or with lattes, I also drink like half of it.
This is going to be awesome. gentlemen, we are ready for the first pistol
Night
round.
Victorian. Alright, I'm ending the submission in 5. Sorry, that was my computer. That was my computer again. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After the last series they played against C9 is to try to
0.75, 0.5, 0.25.
These certain areas like belong
0.2.
to get
Okay, I'm ending it.
Oxy is playing.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Of this Yoru TPing,
3,
taking
2.
the teleporters, stuff like that, and trying to finesse sites like that. So I think that's the whole point. Now, is that the best choice for them to just change your comp last second? I don't know, because they looked great with the double duelist, but they're gonna get right into
Good
things
luck,
right here.
Eve.
We'll see what sort of scoundrel antics Oxy has up his sleeve this time around.
And there's that knife already trying to get in.
Oh, they're already fighting long.
But it lands too late. They're already.
Oh wait, I need to move this.
MIBR creeping forward towards A. There's only one member of the defensive side over there. And of course, as I say that, Oxy TPs joining Whippy. Starting to strengthen those defenses just a bit. They're starting to work their way up past the Viper util. They're going to get out onto the site, and they should be able to do so pretty freely.
And we're already seeing C9 sticking to that game plan of trying to disrupt the post plant. And this is the flank coming in.
Ooh.
FRZ was ready for
Vanity.
it. Vanity still winning that duel out. Took a little bit of
Yes.
not finding any
Don't let him have it.
Have been able to very slowly but carefully pick apart every single member of MIBR.
Oh my god, it's a strong start.
Vanity both weak. Jake will fall, but he's just gonna be able to hold the defuse the entire way.
Strong ass start.
Just smothering that post plant is C9. Getting the kill on the flank and surviving and
Yeah.
pressure, and then just getting pinched from both sides. Beautiful game plan from C9 right off the rip here to set the pace for themselves. And now Oxy has a bulldog, and we've seen
Big
how
Bean
treacherous
with his
this guy
little
can be with his
bean.
gun.
You know,
Is
I
the
wanna
bean
get your
plushie
thoughts on this too,
on the
because we just
stage?
saw right out of the gates, Cloud9, they're going to be applying a ton of flank pressure.
Yes.
Do you see a difference in how that will play out, given that they're running double initiator now instead of double duelist like they were doing before? Do you see that playing out differently?
I don't think MIBR expected that fast of aggression. Like you saw the whole idea, right? Getting this knife down and hopefully getting the tag on the Yoru before he pushes down. But C9 just seemed to like understand that, and they're ahead of it already, right?
Oh, ace, ace, ace. Oh,
Quickly making his way over to his ult.
It's okay.
Now 2 points away. Imagine that will be a part of the conversation. Very
flawless. I'm calling it right now.
SRZ is just kind of left in tatters, and that gives us a little bit more time for you to nerd out about the game and tell us what's happening.
So, just off the rip here, obviously MIBR is going for a game plan change, right? They want to try to find out where Oxy is, see where he's at, and C9 already, like I said,
Flawless.
What MIBR is trying to do, but I want to see something from MIBR here. I want to see, instead of them playing out so much on their post plants, maybe.
Where's the real Anita?
Retake, you know, because I feel like when you think of MIBR
right
and their
here.
gameplay, they're really focused on the fundamentals. They want to play a clear post plant. Nice highlight here from the Bulldog of Oxy, and he's already having a hot start.
626
talking to you about
fishes.
this earlier is Oxy, you don't want him to start off like this. He can take over.
I mean, remember how much of a fit he caused MIBR the last time they played. He was all
The match
over
don't
the
start till
place.
round 3.
And you, as we
Actually,
MIBR
technically,
made
it
differences
starts
and changes,
on the first
in
round.
how they're approaching this game in order to try to deal with that. But so far, it hasn't really netted any different results. We'll see if the case turns out to be a slightly different tune now that they have guns, now that they're able to fight back on better footing. Spike, excuse me, not even picked up right now. They're trying to feel out the map, see what they find, and then respond.
Yep. And you know, this KO knife.
Oh, aim a little bit higher.
It
did a
great
little
info
bit,
for the attacking side, but also, you know where the enemy is knifing when you're on C9 right now, right? You're aware, okay.
Oh, they
knifed
broke
good,
the
there's probably
clone.
a guy gonna be in there, right? And that's why the reclear is coming out here. Missed the dog, but
It starts at round 1, actually.
So either he has to use a little bit more utility. He has another flash.
There it is.
Yeah, just got used to confirm his suspicions. Meanwhile, MIBR not really interested in messing with B. They have their eyes set on A, where 3 members of Cloud9 are.
Oh, good trade. Free gun. Okay.
With the Bulldog finding success. 23 HP left.
Uh-oh.
The nade was perfect. he waiting for it here? Oxy finding his right time to go through the teleporter. Spike still not playing it. They had to clear out U-Haul. They've succeeded.
Wait, this is winnable. They're leaving so many guns out if they TP.
His timing should be perfect. He doesn't have any armor, but it might not matter. 13 seconds.
Yes.
The first fall.
Oh!
Wipe the floor with MIBR again.
Easy, what were you saying? It starts on round 3.
Wraps around short, makes MIBR really have to think about where this Yoru is, and that's just straight from the pistol round too, Doug. Right? Yep. He pushed all the way down B long, then TP'd into heaven. Where is this guy playing? Right? So MIBR so far not able to identify where.
How did Vanity get to there? I think he collided. They just lined up.
I mean, even just that little hesitation that you were mentioning as he comes out of TP, doesn't instantly go showers.
Match doesn't start till round 5.
I always love seeing what he says across the stage.
Actually,
that brief moment is just enough to instill doubt.
match doesn't start until 8-1. Don't say that.
You're right, it caused some problems.
And
Don't say that.
Did a great job there of keeping 2 people on the B site. You know, I think it was Artson who was in that hookah area, staying there, getting hit by the sky flash on purpose.
Wait, they have 4 stingers and 1 bulldog.
I know it's crazy. He already had an alt round. Yeah. Round 30,
Oh, it's because they're all going U-Haul.
Nevertheless, C9 was able to take the round win.
Space taken in showers. The orb should be Cloud9's for the taking. They might also have JZZ pretty easily. Satchel still wins out that fight, and that's with help on the other side.
Oh, okay, we're chilling. We're chilling.
Vanity repositioning, and the spam lands a shot.
I think on the Valorant client it says that this game starts at 2. The first and the second game are swapped.
Full blind gets the headshot.
And Molly's keeping him back for a little bit. They still haven't been able to commit to getting the spike down. They seem uncomfortable on the site. Whenever they get some space, it seems like they're not satisfied with what they're getting. They want to try to take it, and it once again is their demise. He's able to trade it back, but that's another round in favor of Cloud9.
I like what MIBR was trying to do there, right? They understand that they're getting choked from every angle. They know there's pressure on the flank, so they want to push spawn there. And very, very great awareness and heads-up awareness from Jake there. And he gets 2
I remember
on that. And this
Wait,
is
she
something
raided?
very, very new. I don't think we've seen Vanity with the op yet.
Wait, did she raid and I missed it?
You're right. I don't think we've seen that.
That's my computer, by the way. Sorry. Oh, okay.
For Cloud9, I want to harken back to the last time we saw these 2 teams play. Yeah,
That was crazy shot. Oh, auto raid. Oh, I see.
Started off on bind in the series. Both teams thrifted each other, right? At the very beginning of both halves, so it was a much closer affair. This has not been that way at all. The Cloud9 snowball is already rolling. They've got money for days. Vanity was able to buy an op, assuming it's going to go into Oxy's hands, but they already have such a nice padding. Financially, their ults are cycling really well. This could get out of hand very quickly.
Yeah, and it all started with
Dude,
that
you smell like
aggressive
shit.
playstyle that we know C9 to have. Like,
He needs a
and
bath.
expect it, but where is it going to happen? Like, you already saw MIBR was so unaware that they were pushed all the way down, and that's a big problem when you're trying to do a default or just like a
The
set
C9
pistol,
mascot
right?
is
Their
here.
set pistol was to go A from the start of the round, and when you're not spread out around the map, you get no info that they're actually pushed past that KO dagger, and that ends up being a thorn in your back.
The Opto's going to the hands of Oxy, 6-0.
He doesn't like baths, but he knows he can't get out of it.
Especially the last time we saw him on Yoru against NRG. A much better start from here.
Yeah, we saw him second guessing
Head
himself
9.
in the NRG series on the Yoru, going for those aggro plays.
Oh.
A rare miss.
Oh, we're already
But the
opping?
threat is there. It's been identified.
He stays. I love this from operators. This is what you want your op to do. Stay until they absolutely push you back. Stay as long as you can.
Yeah,
Make them burn more utility. Make them do all these things. Look, he's still there, and now he's out.
He got the Roomba out. He got a flash out. He got plenty of utility out. You're absolutely right.
Pineapple? Yeah, I can.
All those things matter going into the mid round and late round post plant scenarios. Info getting regathered here onto long B, so they're aware that there is 2 there. But I don't know how aware they are of FRZ into this U-Haul area.
He was really far up. I thought Whippy was going to get the best of him, but no. Orbital strike. He's separating things for just.
Oh, I was gonna say, if he lived.
I think he had nowhere to go. I think
he was stuck.
The raise nade from Zeppo was
Each
perfect
other.
there.
So MIBR finally managed to get the spike down. What can Cloud9
Oh
do
my
to
holy
respond?
drool. There's so much drool on my mouse pad.
Been cleared out. No late flank, nothing like that. It's just going to be a fight
Oh
for
boy.
the site.
Ew.
I'm glad you pointed that out. Look at how worried they are of the flank. They're still looking now.
You've got
Look at
freaking
this.
Secret Service protecting RGL right now as he tries to put up the molly. And it buys enough time. Vanity gets caught for exploring. There's the molly.
It is half though.
Oxy did manage to get it part of the way there. JZZ on the flash confirming there's nobody sticking it. They should be able to get this round on the board.
And that's
Dude, if
just the
3Z
classic
curses
MIBR
this,
post-plant.
unmodded.
So fundamentally good. The molly
Banned.
came out so early before the tap even came.
Blocked.
And,
At least they got to
you
keep
know,
the op.
Vanity not clearing U-Haul there. That's tough. That's tough. I think we gotta have like a counter of how many times we see somebody half clear an angle, you know?
Yeah, I feel like we've had a lot of those. You're absolutely right.
And it's
The
still
Ched
tough,
guitar.
Right? Because, you know, if you take that second time to not clear it, if he's not there, you might get the perfect timing to get a kill on somebody else, right?
Exactly.
But if you don't clear it, then this happens to you, and the whole retake is just chalked. So
Very quickly, as we're just a few moments away from entering the next round, Oxy still has that op. Zeppa satcheled him on top of truck. So he's going to have an angle that you wouldn't necessarily expect him to have.
especially for a Yoru.
Yeah.
I don't think he put his E down at all either, so he's committed to this A
Oxen's
side.
failing.
Like, big knife here. That's a different knife that we've seen so far. That's to clear all of Octagon. And the teleporter where Oxy was playing previously. Just cutting noise here.
You can tell what the plan was for MIBR there.
Why
That
aren't
deep
you paying
smoke
attention to
from
the
the
game?
brim, allowing just enough space for our team to get that orb. Now one away from having a showstopper.
And I think what you're going to see here now is, Vanity is going to get info here around this hookah area. They're aware that they are in Long B.
They can cuss.
And that's so much info. You see the Raze and the KO not pushed up Long B, all the way in the back.
Dre, I think they might end out flipping all the way back A.
100%.
Getting the orb in showers, and then hitting with Artsin's ult. We'll see if they have that much time, or they just want to go short. Yeah, this seems like they are creeping up that way. Concealed behind the Viper util. There's the position. Just patient, but an awesome trade. Zeppa there punishing back a 3v3. They've invested the Seekers as the side goes into disarray.
Oh!
He cycles away to stay alive and preserve his life. Manages to do so.
Wait, what? It went after...
I always get so impressed with
It went after Whippy?
last second satchel maneuvers, you know, where they just get out.
They're playing a different game. This is going to be
This
really
is
tough
first
for
game.
Cloud9 too. RGL has his orbital strike. Once again, the post-plant scenario is going to be a factor.
Great tap from Vanity to bait out that breach ult, or that brim ult.
And it's early too. I mean,
Very,
as soon as
very
they get the fights that they want, there's still plenty of time for them to stick to this.
What was that?
That looked like a mistake.
Oh, they missed
Take a
the...
look at that one more time. Whippy's going to have to do it on his own. There's the showstopper, and it just buys time.
No.
I mean, he can hold this the entire way. Whippy has no real choice.
Oh.
Nicely done.
It's okay.
Beautiful
You win
post-plant
some,
from
you lose
MIBR,
some.
But C9, what did you get out of that? You got Brim ult out. You got Raze rocket out.
That's
These are
true.
all
They
good
got, like,
things, even though you
fat
lost the
ults
round,
out of
right?
it.
To set you up for the future half. And a good buy coming out here. And, you know, that trade was so clean from JZZ and so fast. It was perfect.
Better.
Not allowing
They
Oxy to get
started
out
losing
in time.
after I put you in my
So
lap.
crucial.
What's up with that?
A little bit of a momentum shift too here. C9.
Are you an
There's a lot of that gonna go
imposter?
into a timeout.
Throw the brakes on it before it gets out of hand.
Are you
MIBR
the
finally starting
imposter?
to respond, get a couple of rounds together. And
This
and
dog
you
isn't
touched on
op.
it, Dre. It very much feels like that's their approach. They want to get the spike
But
down
are you an
and
op?
get enough comfort in feeling like they can do that, and then it's all post plant. It's either Brim Molly's through the
Yap
sky,
and
it's all
drool
things like that. It seems
curse.
like that's their approach here.
Yeah, and I see what C9 was doing, you know, setting the pace by flanking the early
Sussy.
rounds, making them play all the way back.
Dude, he has
for the
his
future
head on my
post
mouse
plants,
pad,
but
and my mouse
if
pad's
it
gonna be
ain't
so
broken,
fucking
don't fix it,
dirty.
right?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I kind of still want to see
He's
them
calming
applying
to
pressure on that
MIBR.
flank because
Cheddar.
it's so obvious what
Dude,
MIBR's
yesterday,
game plan is here with
we
those post
started
plants,
talking to
playing
Cheddar
Molly,
in
playing
like
Brim ult there.
Sims.
They still had Raze nade.
We're like,
that deep into the round.
Which is wild.
and he was so frustrated. He was like,
We'll see how things are approached from the defensive side. If we're going to see a lot more of
he
those
was like
fights. Oxy
throwing a
hasn't
little
really
like
made any
mini
big,
fit
aggressive space-taking
because he
plays
couldn't
either,
understand what we
although
were
he's still
saying.
performing exceptionally well, much like we saw him the first time.
He was like,
these two
"Ow,
teams
wow,
met.
wow, wow,
Yeah,
wow, wow,
I
wow."
kind of want to see mind games out of
Chad
C9.
might be
I want
racist
to
to
see
Sims.
Oxy
I
get
think so, too.
deliberately hit by these knives and then change his position, or even just stay thinking that MIBR would have pushed him out of these angles where he gets hit by the dagger, right?
Well, he got hit with that one.
So let's see what happens.
But he doesn't have his TP anywhere, so no misdirection, at least yet.
They hear him shoot here too, so they know he's still in sight.
Ult picked up. Ult online. In the face of the flash, they pause for a moment and then commit. The dogs are going to clear out hookah. There are only 2 members here on site.
Great dog.
Tried getting away with murder, and he's ultimately punished for it. He gets the ult down. He gets 2 kills. The site is wide open.
And this is why the KO is so good, just in general.
Oh boy. JZZ got overwhelmed there. Spike planted. Remember, we've talked about how it seems like their approach is in post plants and utility. They do not have that here. They have no spits for FRZ. Our team doesn't have his nade.
Oh,
that was dope.
Missed Molly. Or was that? Yeah, that was a missed Molly.
Yeah, where do they go from here? Satcheling out. They're going to have to deal with the pit. FRZ playing inside of it. It's still in play. A 1v2. Kenny
Chandler, you smell like poop.
Be long enough to clutch to stay out. The first snap onto it is clean. Peeks out. Make sure there's no challenge as he sees the bullet dancing around him. He's going to stick it. Oh, he was off on it. The Red Bull clutch for FRZ as he gets 3.
Stone cold from FRZ. Getting another clutch to his name. And that was great. You know, I spoke about MIBR playing out so much on these post plants. This time, opting to use an aggressive Viper ult all the way deep into their spawn.
Thank you for the raid,
Ends up
Ashley.
working out for him, even though nobody came from spawn. But
thank you. Every stream was good. Hello, everybody. We're watching all the VCT games today.
And we invest that KO ult. There's no utility to be used. Nowhere for them to go. All we had was the Viper wall to be thrown up.
Thank you, thank you.
And that was all they needed.
That was my computer, sorry.
They've got the Roomba just didn't see him. It didn't tag him at all.
Thank you,
Heads up play
Christine.
here from MIBR. That causes them to just contact their way and take that timing.
A bit of fake info.
It's a heavy short setup here from C9.
Well, due to a false sense of security, Mazine gets opener, Zeppa falls, Jake tries to respond and he cannot. Oh, that was a big shot. Yeah, that was huge.
Dude, that should be illegal. Thank you, Ashley.
That was clean.
145 on a sheriff should be illegal.
Now, Vanity does have a rifle.
That is Sora. Hi, Soli Brave. Hello, hello.
In their last matchup, he was the guy that was bringing rounds back every single time for them. Not this time, though, it appears.
I'm stressed out. How's Cheddar?
I just want to break down what happened in this round, especially around showers. Checking the smoke, right? Just walking in after util was thrown. Now C9 is aware,
he's an op.
These guys like to contact through smokes. You're gonna see somebody stay in that shower smoke.
Say hi to Kelly. Hello, Kelly.
Maybe get a punish here and there. Vanity, Seekers online, Zeppo with the rocket. No ults too close for the likes of C9 or for the likes of MIBR.
As Katsu.
No, I mean, it's really just Mazine who's what, halfway there? A little bit more than halfway?
Hi, IDK Camp.
Not really a change of setup from C9 either. Still playing this 2-3 setup. Vanity and Oxy towards the B side of the map.
That's a crazy lineup.
No, I mean, they've been here a lot. They've lost Tuka. The spam already coming through, and Vanity gets tagged.
Here comes the reclear.
They're not expecting him. Oh, smart. Realizes it's a clone. Tries to punish on Oxy. He gets away. Oh, dancing with death.
A lot of info gathered here.
Chatting.
You already see the rotation from Jake.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Yeah, Cheddar was ready to still play when we got home. Like he was sleepy after like an hour or two when we got home. After we got home.
I'm calling my team back. They just dogged long. Come back, come back.
I mean, FRZ's going. He's by himself. I don't know that Mazine's gonna get there in
Suave,
time.
I think you need to stop leaving.
Is there a flash for Vanity? He does have it, but decides
Stop
he wants
leaving.
to try and get away and survive. He's been surrounded now.
And that opens up the blast packs out of hookah.
And he
No.
got flashed. Wow. What a setup. Vanity not able to get away, not able to survive.
Beautiful team play there. Awareness of FRZ, understanding that C9.
Where are we saving?
Wanting to go for those flanks.
Looks like
Cloud9
it.
are calling for a save here. They have no interest in trying to get this back, but JZZ's in a position to where he might be able to get one or two more weapons down. You see the financial situation from Cloud9. It's
They played yesterday.
By the way, he took this showers area without any utility.
Yeah.
He just used this dog recently. When we saw him in there earlier,
It's on my Instagram story if you want to see it. Kitchen roll.
That's a
It was
lot
so
of info
cute.
gathered on the map for MIBR.
I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get some more water.
And trying to get these weapons out, knowing that you have his numbers advantage, knowing where JZZ is on the map. Oh gosh, knife out. Takes the flash, tries to take the fight, and instead it's MIBR who have lost a weapon.
It's so awkward for a JZZ right here.
I'm really surprised they didn't get away with more there.
Just look at how the momentum of this game has changed. C9 starts off strong, right? Sets the pace with these flanks. A second timeout is about to come out here. But MIBR bringing it back after their timeout. And honestly, off of team play, not even heroics. Just good fundamental gameplay. That pop flash off of the blast packs. So clean. Getting me already.
And you know,
already reacting.
Dre, we've talked about this a lot for MIBR. Fundamentally, their sound, and you know, a critique of theirs has been that you could argue that there may be too sound, there may be too fundamental. They don't play very loose, but so far it's those fundamentals that have gotten them back in this game.
Yeah, and in their previous matchup, what stopped them was that star power from these players of C9, like winning these clutch rounds. Oxy just being an absolute demon in the server. Zeppa, exactly, getting crazy multi-kills, 3Ks, 4Ks out of nowhere, right? There was a big case to be argued that MIBR could have honestly beat them the first time. I felt like they played a better overall team game than C9 did in their first matchup.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
5 rounds in a row for MIBR.
Still a very close game, Doug.
And what, 3 ults to work with for Cloud9?
And let's see what Oxy can do with this Yoru ult. As of
Wait,
late,
they're
in that last
formatting
series, he's been
A?
punished heavily by the likes of NRG.
Yeah, we've only seen it once this half, if memory serves me right, and it didn't amount to very much.
Yeah, he just tried to get info around the B area, but the hit was on A, so.
Look at how much respect they're showing.
No early knife from Mazin this round.
They're so far back.
Wait, maybe they thought.
From Cloud9
Yeah, they thought we were gonna push.
And honestly, that's something that's very common that you see. A lot of teams believe that, you know, after a team pauses, okay, maybe they're gonna do a set play, right? Maybe they're gonna do something aggressive. So you're gonna see a lot of teams default on stuff like this. And this is gonna be a rocket bait setup in showers.
Wait, this is a good anchor.
Look at MIBR.
Can I actually?
Jiggling corners, dogging up.
Hi, Rocker Bunny.
Sees nothing on the dog.
I mean,
free real estate.
Yeah, both teams are really starving each other of info right now. But RGL, we highlighted him, the Death did at the beginning of the show. He continues to shine.
Look
for
at
this
this
squad. FRZ as well. Cloud9 crumbling.
It's so clean from MIBR.
What's tough here too is they've gotten all of these kills on A, but the hit was B. The spike was B.
Gosh.
That's where they wanted to go. But you talk about finding success and the rich getting richer. They got kills everywhere.
It's so smart, Doug, what their game plan is. They understand that off of the dog B long, right? That's going to cause the defenders to maybe want to rotate, maybe move out of their setup that they had on A. You see Oxy starting to move off of a shower angle, gets picked off by somebody holding him, right? That was RGL. FRZ was already pushed up into that U-Haul with his Viper Lurk utility, right? Gets another guy that was rotating from hookah to maybe TP. And just dismantles the entire defense of C9. A hard read from MIBR that round.
And that's what it results in, a flawless
All
situation.
good.
I mean, perfect.
And now they're hunting for guns too.
Plot armor.
Building for MIBR.
Don't cut sandwich. Juice, how are you?
6 rounds in a row, the financial situation for Cloud9 just continues to kind of sputter. They got a couple of Buckies here, a Guardian to work with, and this is, again, we talked about RGL, how good he was. FRZ was finding value on the other side of the map. Vanity got caught. That was as close to a perfect round as you could possibly ask for.
Yeah, he actually did. Where's 3Z? I need him to come back and undo it.
He got a shower, move up.
Hi, Javier.
When Oxy goes down, now the hookah guy is trying to, or the U-Haul guy is trying to get info again on short A. Gets taken down. Just getting
wait, they're actually changing the setup this time.
Here's some of the aggression that MIBR were expecting. 3 have just pushed down a short, 2 have stayed. As Jake is going to rotate back B. So they've got to know the hit is B here. No real knowledge of what's happening in showers, but a little bit of ruckus made on B, and that should confirm where the hit is. Whippy's up close.
Oh.
Close, but he can't. Just one found. Ult invested. The flash out as he lands it. On to Vanity and MIBR again. Find success.
Winnable. Winnable.
Flipping the site.
Hi, Mercy.
Very wise to do so.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome to
This is winnable
stream.
here for Cloud9. Zeppa has a rifle. Oxy has a rifle. They both have ults. And it's a 2v3.
We've seen this from Oxy before.
Can he do it again?
Is he aware of hookah though?
One enemy remaining.
It's all on to Oxy now. Understanding what the first is. Couple shots clean. Tap onto the spike. The flash out. No challenge yet. Just buying his time. Wow. He doesn't take that, does he? No, he doesn't. The flash is there, and RGL turns on him. Oh, that was almost something.
MIBR looking very clean right now, Doug. Not letting it slip.
5-7 curse.
Not letting heroics.
4-8 curse. It was very real yesterday.
And honestly, not letting
Thank you, Ron. Happy birthday.
Which again, yeah, exactly. That was
I'm Chinese.
Last time they played.
And talk about resilience too, like for the mental. Being down 0-4 off the rip. It's such an important match for your team. Live or die.
Yeah. Elimination on the line. You've got to commit. You've got to convert. You've got to do it here.
C9 have been sitting on these ults for like the last 4 rounds, but they've been getting so outplayed that they can't even use them.
Perhaps a bit more willingness
Hopefully
to
they
invest
can
as
use
here.
it
Mazine
this
gets the
round.
ult again. I feel like they've just farmed this orb all
Yeah.
half.
And look, they've constantly just been walking into showers.
It's not my curse.
Huge 1v1.
It's 3Z's curse.
Wow. Zeppa with a great trade though. They commit the ult. They've got the secrets down as well from Vanity on the opposite side of the map. There's a big timing that Ardzine can hit here. But they just cut noise. They throw the brakes on it
Dude,
again.
3Z just dropped the
I really like
fucking
this.
curse bomb and left.
Putting doubt in the minds of C9, and you might see TP. Yep, there it is. But Oxy's already here, and he has full utility. But they're doubling back. The double lurk strat, Doug.
The thing is, Cloud9 haven't moved a ton. I mean, Oxy flipped because he could, because of his TPs, and he's already back A. They keep trying to find just a small time window to find weakness in the defense, but Oxy's ahead of it. Now they're going to commit. All the ults have been used. The flash
Yes, yes. Huge.
Mazine left alone, a nade at his feet, and the round in favor of
We're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling.
And MIBR cooking
We're
a little too much
chilling.
right there.
We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling.
You gotta have that. At least one of the rounds.
Switching sides.
And take a look at that one more time. I mean, they were intent on trying to get around Oxy, and the approach was great.
Man, and the KO ult just a second too late.
Yeah. Zeppa cleaning things up off of that flash.
Good morning, Ray.
It was a beautiful setup from Cloud9, and a really important one given they had lost 7 rounds in a row. They were struggling to get back in the saddle and start to find some success.
Valorant is just so crazy that the timeline is 4 rounds to 7 rounds back to back.
Oh, you know, we talk often about how difficult it is to win rematches. We're actually going to take a listen from Ardzine and why he thinks MIBR will win this rematch and advance the play-ins.
Com certeza, eu tô muito animado pro jogo contra a Cloud9, porque a gente tá querendo aí uma revanche. A gente deixou muito a desejar no jogo contra ele, né, na MD3. Mas agora a gente tá com esse gostinho assim de revanche e com certeza a gente vai mostrar um resultado diferente do que a gente mostrou na primeira série.
So he said that.
Oh, Dre, he's keeping up to his word. He said it was going to be different. He understands that they underperformed the last time they played. This has been a very different song.
And he's somebody who I think is going to develop into a great duelist for this team and in the league in general.
Yeah.
I think that MIBR last season lacked
Hi,
a
Shark.
star player, like an X
That's my
factor
computer.
player
Sorry, guys.
when he, was ultimately benched from the roster.
Sure.
And now they have somebody who I see that they believe in him. Like they let him overheat. And for a rookie to overheat like that, yeah, you're going to get punished a lot, but it's a good sign that he has the confidence to try to make those plays. And with more time and experience, he'll just get better and better at it.
Yeah, it's been fun to listen to you watch his gameplay and go like, yeah, I love this style. It feels a lot like you in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he's just fearless, you know. Even if he's getting punished, I like that he's testing those boundaries and seeing how much he can get away with before getting punished. And I think that just with more experience, like I said, he'll know when the right moments are to overheat.
And ultimately, I mean, if you're building a team, if you're putting together a roster that is so fundamentally sound, you want that on your team, right? You want somebody who can be that spark. And yeah, maybe it doesn't always work out, but someone who's willing to try to make a play. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, exactly. Because when you think about all these duelists you're going up against in the league, like even Oxy,
I need them to lock in.
Demon One said is
Lock
the
in.
worst duelist, right? It's like the level of duelist is so high, that you need to have somebody like that can just get you these 4Ks. And he's had a great half so far.
Still plenty of Valorant to play, though. Cloud9 kept it competitive at the end. They managed to stay within 2, and this pistol could really evaporate that 7-round lead.
Good util.
Or streak.
Fire util.
Put together the opener in favor of Oxy. Mazine's already down.
Wow. Good reaction from C9. Getting
Wait,
the first blood, and they
Zeppa is so far up.
2 people through the TP, and they take a counter TP themselves, but now they're just stuck.
Yeah, they had to take a step back because of the volley from RGL.
How is Zeppa in?
Oh, we're here again.
Wait, they don't even know that he's in.
I know.
We're back to this. I mean, they just hold, they freeze, and they let Zeppa do what he can. Surprise!
No way!
Yeah,
He just
RGL
turns
continues to be a
around?
rock for this team.
That is so unfortunate for Zeppa. He had the play, he had the timing.
All right, now look at this. If they creep up A, you've still got 2 members from MIBR who are behind you, and surely you're not expecting that. Of course, as I say,
Oh,
that
Vanity.
around, he cleans up parts in.
No!
You saw the foot!
30 seconds left.
Nobody expects the double flank. RGL again. 3 bullets left. It's not going to work. A 2v2 and the spike is trapped. They're going to try to flip the map. They
Oh
CC.
my god. This is why I hate this map. Why is this so
Better
stressful?
commit this time. Surely we jump through. Yes.
I mean, 13 seconds left. You don't have a choice.
Imagine if they TP again.
Any util to think about. JCC is his dog, but he tries to flood out. He tries to take matters into his own hands, and he succeeds with it, Jake.
And here comes the dog.
The dog's gonna eat him. The dog is gonna eat him. Oh.
1 HP.
Almost.
Not able to land the shot. Too much for him to deal with there. That pistol's huge, man.
Let's
And
DP my
I don't know if they got
kittens.
delayed by Molly. I wasn't able to see, but
Out of
you gotta
showers?
think, you gotta think. Maybe they should have fully committed onto that.
Well, it was RGL's Molly.
So he did Molly them off.
Yeah,
All
he
right,
had never left
I didn't
A.
catch that.
Yeah, he had never left A, and as soon as the TP went off, he repositioned and dropped it. There was no way for them to get out.
I think they should have made
Great
more
job
noise
from
for
RGL in that entire
Zeppa.
round. Killing the flank, beautiful flick and clean shots, delaying the showers TP. Sets up the entire retake for them. Whoa, multiple different retakes, right?
Yeah.
3 retakes that round. Retake on B, retake on A.
Now, we've seen this out of Cloud9 a
there,
lot
Papa's
so far
pooping.
in this kickoff tournament. They're forcing, after losing a pistol, this situation no different. They've got Stingers, they've got Spectres, got a little bit of everything.
And if I'm MIBR, I'm definitely reading into this. And that's why you see the Viper Molly out there.
Yeah.
Huge.
Let's DP my kittens.
Perfect anti-eco, anti-buy, honestly, from MIBR. A lot of teams opting to buy, like you said, and usually they go through hookah. Get those close range fights.
Room of finding a little something.
Very smart of Oxy to break that with his classic. Might put doubt into the minds of MIBR if this is a buy or not.
Toxins going up.
Scary.
Haven't shown much,
Oh, we
but they also haven't really
forced.
taken much. The only real space they had was
Wait, this is a
showers, and then
crazy
Oxy had to
force,
give it
no?
back.
Dagger should be coming back online here for this fit
I think it'll
in 15 seconds. Won't be here in time, but
Info will be here in time though. And
Great
again, KO Molly. They're doing such a good job of keeping him back with utility.
Guys.
The KO Molly, the Brim Molly from
Guys.
the
Guys.
through. Wow.
Oh.
I don't know how Whippy gets some of these kills with the crosshair he has. I gotta be honest, man.
It works for him.
But you're 100% correct, though. How do you deny players from going off and taking fights? Utility.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that was so annoying to me as a player was getting util bombed out and not even being in a spot where I could shoot my gun.
Sure.
I'm just losing off of pure utility, right? It's the worst feeling as a duelist.
Cheddar head scratches, which is why I'm sideways right now.
Make things happen. You're down 4 rounds. You know, you lost the pistol. That's where the duelist is supposed to go in and provide a spark.
Now utility just stops you dead in your tracks, punishes you. Another like light buy going into this round. Put Moz in. Speaking of utility, doesn't even need it.
Yeah, the best utility is the Vandal, I guess.
What?
That knife getting a little info. Whippy once again finding a kill that we'll just continue to wonder how he gets away with it.
Because he's Whippy.
The Molly's a little late this time, but Artine is not.
I'm stressed out, bro.
Wants to make these plays, needs to make them, honestly. But MIBR just more aware this time around.
He's in the smoke. Do they know he's there? RGL falls.
This is a crucial round for
Wait, this is winnable.
For not just confidence when they're up numbers, but
2v2, 1 Stinger, 1 Vandal.
Why
do I speak? Why do I speak?
Any window, yeah, or any opportunity to get back into this thing. That's a 5-round lead for MIBR. It felt like this was going to happen earlier. Like, I thought this is where we were going to be, but in the first half, MIBR still managed to reestablish control.
And this is the danger. Oh, let's see this replay real quick. Oh, he didn't even
the
see
second one
Vanity.
was free, yeah.
Yeah, he could have gotten 3 kills right there, honestly.
Oh my god.
But this is where you see
There's
that
no
force
way
buy
that MIBR just
into,
tosses every single round after this and we win 13-10, right? There's no way that would ever happen in any world, right?
And this first gun round, Oxy doesn't even have.
Thank you for the 8 months, you and Tim.
Look at how aggressive they're going down long. Vanity's caught. He has nowhere to go. But he might be okay with it as he gets to.
There's no way, right? 13-10 is no way. No way that's happening.
But can FRZ do a bit of the same on the opposite side of the map? Seekers used. JZZ trying to do his best to clear him out. Is he going to commit to this flank?
He picks up the Vandal.
Yeah, he scoops up a weapon. He is going to go the conventional way. Meanwhile, Cloud9 have taken U-Haul. They're concerned about what's happening behind him. You've got Whippy, who's making sure there's not a late flank as the dog clears out showers.
Here's the doors open up. Should be the info. But there is one on the flank, but where?
They've got to do something to get him out of U-Haul.
Okay, cool.
No real post-plant. Whippy has a spit, but again, I don't think it's going to matter. Whippy with, or excuse me, Vanity with 3 on the round. FRZ left alone. Maybe finds a way to play around his utility, but again, he's heavily outnumbered and outgunned here. Oxy's just
oh, thank God, Oxy. Yeah, there's no way they'll toss this 13-10. Like, there's just no world. There's no world where, like, they're going to lose 13-10.
Control or take the U-Haul control. Very smart of C9 to spread out onto that post plant, giving them showers control, holding the flank, controlling 2 areas of the map in the post plant. Just makes it so hard for the defending team to retake.
But also, to go back to what we were talking about previously, heroics from Cloud9. It kept them in the game, it won them the series. Last time they played, Vanity's 2K there. I mean, without it, they probably don't get that round.
And honestly, in that replay, you know, usually we hear a lot of hype out of C9, a lot of energy. Right now.
Oh, W hold. I mean, that was like such a mid hold. I don't know, like MIBR can totally never ever toss this game. Right? Right?
Right? To take some space, and it seemed like it was going to be what, a really delayed crunch through sand and short, but it doesn't pay off.
And honestly, if I was teams prepping against C9 now, I would understand that if I'm not seeing Vanity use his Sky utility somewhere early on, that he's somewhere holding the flank from spawn. I mean, we've seen this on other maps as well, not just this one. Something to read into for these teams moving forward.
Even with the numbers advantage they have, though.
Like, he's still in spawn right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, putting doubt in the minds of MIBR, but at this point, when you're down 3v5, you just want to gamble, stack a site. Get the save in if they hit the other site.
They've spotted one. Nothing really to follow up, but the second there, he could TP out or he could stay. Decides to go back showers, and they're going to flip the map, but
wait,
what do MIBR do in response? They stay.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on this really quickly. A 5v3. You rather flip the map or just play your numbers?
Flip the map.
I
Play it safe.
I think they made the
I
right
like
choice here,
this.
right? Oxy got all the info. You know everyone's on A. You already had 3 people towards B that can beat the rotate. A lot of people would be surprised at how fast you can beat the rotate.
Thank you for the like, Victorian.
Really, if you get the correct info. Like even if from the moment Oxy had seen them with his ult, even if they decided to run, you can already beat the rotations if you're leaned, right? That 2-second timing, 3-second timing that they're sitting
we're
there
pushing like this. Okay.
debating if Oxy's gonna go for a crazy play.
Oh, they know that they're
Just
saving.
enough, yeah.
It's
Better
enough time
not.
to take the site. So very
Why did
good
you
calling
open the
from
door?
Vanity and Lexus C9, and honestly, I like what MIBR.
Why do
did
you
here too,
open
right?
doors?
They
I don't
down 2 people
understand.
very early on, and you have to gamble stack. And maybe if Oxy had not had Yoru ult, maybe they have a chance at bringing that round back. But this allows them to get a save in.
They tried. They might make the other 2 weapons carry over. Yeah, they bring those over. So there's going to be enough to put something together. But a big response from Cloud9. Just when it felt like it was going to get out of reach, they respond.
And in a very funny fashion too, right? We're talking about how C9 is the ones that were trying to make all the plays, and now they just slow the whole game down. Wait for MIBR to make the mistakes.
I mean, down to a crawl.
Yep.
And they were right. They read it perfectly. MIBR were the ones who messed up. And it keeps it competitive. It keeps them within 3. Jake is 1 point away from having his ult online. Thought they were going to maybe make a showers play.
Just showing some early pressure. More aggression from MIBR here. Nice little pop flash from KO. I think that was from CT spawn.
Wow.
He shot thinking the bird was a person. He's locked in
Very
and dialed.
Right now.
Dude, again, they're in spawn.
Yeah.
They're just so concerned about these late flanks, this like quiet pressure that we saw in the previous round.
Oh.
Did RGL see them?
Wait, I don't think they saw him.
But maybe. Is there a flash for JZZ? No. Beautiful Molly. That's gonna keep them back. But can they fight through it? Oxy
No, we're overheating.
JZZ punishes, but the spike once again is going out B.
Again, the right read from C9.
Well, it also helps when you don't leave spawn.
Oh my gosh, there's no way that they'll ever let C9 come back on them, right? Like that's just never gonna happen.
Mazin's here though. He is by
Right?
himself, has a sheriff. How does he play this? Vanity's the one who commits to getting the spike down.
Early nade here.
Zappa still has Roomba. And they have to clear elbow. Vanity has to take this fight. They invest the ultimate. And the onus is going to be MIBR, and they're going to have to do this pretty quickly. Jake waiting, biding his time, looking for the right moment to strike.
Oh, W cross. That was a 3-way cross. Oh my god.
You're gonna think now, if you're the likes of MIBR, should I have just saved that KO ult for a future retake? Maybe a more even one where we had a full buy and better positioning perhaps. But Vanity really getting a read on how the rotations of MIBR are going now, based off the pressure that they're showing in
Wait,
showers.
Eve, I should just give you 7. That's my computer. It's gonna go again. It's my computer.
But even if he
I
stays,
should
there'll only
give
be one guy there.
you
3v1 is
7
what you
TV
want
per
for the attacking side, always.
They continue to fight for showers and deny some of this space from Cloud9.
And this is why the Yoru is so good.
What's your 7 TV thing?
Is the feints that you could throw with the utility in shower. Just being a menace in that entire area. If he wants to, he can solo take it with a flash and a clone. He can fake that he's taking it. So many possibilities that you can do.
I see it.
Doesn't seem like they're going to be as slow this time around. Zeppa's the only one who's not with the team right now. A late lurk. Meanwhile, the rest of Cloud9 is taking A. Are they going to be able to hold the showers
Ooh,
now?
off angle.
Falls. I don't know if they're expecting RGL, who's going to be
Ooh, Jake.
backside, getting the best of Mazine. JZZ pushing
W
forward, having to make
trade.
a play. They've spotted RGL. This seems like it's going to get out of hand again.
Oh, Ray's lurking.
And they TP on top of
And
it.
they go to B.
The tenacity with which Cloud9 is
Oh
playing
my
right now is so
god.
impressive.
Yeah. A lot of layers in the gameplay right now. Vanity setting up these rounds beautifully. Oxy in this round showing early shower control. We're aware that there's multiple there, right? We saw the brim smoke come out. The clone was broken by somebody else. Brimo into
There's another person in
there.
chat called Kale, and they just say hello
While that's all happening, you have Zeppo
in chat, and then on my Instagram too.
Grabs control, allows for the TP play to open up if they want that. Here's the rotations the entire time. Just clinical outplays right now from C9.
Like butter, baby.
Yeah, it really just feels like they've slowed down these rounds so much, and Vanity has been a step ahead.
Hey, Rishi. Hey, Pierre.
We'll see if RGL can keep this weapon. They're hunting for him. They're looking. Whoa. I don't know that Zeppo's going to get there in time. That was probably the last attempt.
Their elders.
Whippy falls. RGL keeps that weapon alive, and I mean, ever important. There's not much else there.
Down you go.
I wish Riot would make it so that you can choose what skin you want, like during the loading screen.
Needing to recognize the pace.
Because like I feel like certain maps, some skins are better than others.
Do it with more utility, right?
You know what I mean?
Maybe better.
Like I feel like Forsaken is so good on Ascent.
Instead of trying to just pre-fire spray.
And then the new Kuromi skins
was setting up this half. I like that
are good on Breeze.
They were going aggressive, changing the pace.
Icebox is Prime.
Getting punished like that from Heroics.
Bind is Chaos.
That was so crucial.
You know what I'm saying?
Feels like that play kind of changed the
Split is Glitch Pop.
For sure. MIBR still hanging on to a lead though, albeit a small one.
Right, I should hire you. You're cooking for once. What for once?
You're expecting something, right? Like, what's the set piece they have? What are they going to want to do aggressively to take some space?
Hey, Michael.
They're already setting up for the in-spawn default.
the don't move for 30 seconds.
Yeah. Call that red walling on my previous team. You don't go past the barrier.
I mean, it's been working for him.
Yeah.
Every map is a default skin map.
And again, it's just like I said. If you see C9
I have eaten. I kind of wish I didn't eat. I usually eat around 2.
Specifically, you should have.
But I was like, oh, this is going to be a long stream. I should eat right now. But now I'm just slow.
I think that's the question.
But also, even if you know what's going on, sometimes there is no perfect answer for it. Yeah. And that's the whole point of running a default as the attacking side. Putting doubts in the minds of
clean buddy. The C9 buddy with the white version of the Kuromi skin is so nice.
Yeah, who's where?
Or even the black and red one, because there's like white details on that skin. Kurami. I keep saying Kuromi.
I'm not sure if FRC can hear that.
I'm coping. I want Kuromi skins.
I mean, this has just been an outrageous performance from Cloud9 these last couple
Beautiful
of rounds.
IGLing.
Everything is just so well considered. JZZ with flash in his face, trying to spam through. He gets the best of Oxy. But the rocket in his face, he's not able to survive any longer.
30 seconds left.
They've gotten out.
It's okay, we got the trade. Oh, we're TPing again. We're making the most out of Bind.
The careful thing though here is that sometimes you overcook these a little bit too much. Is there going to be a way for MIBR to punish? No, I just don't think they have the weapons here.
Ooh.
Continuing to frag. 3 on the round for him.
Maybe 4.
I mean, talk about putting things in your own hands, man.
Yeah, Vanity's become the brains and the brawn here.
Vanity IGLing masterclass right now and dropping.
Riot needs to collab.
That was such an important kill on Heaven on RGL. If RGL gets that kill, this could be a completely different round.
Yeah, I mean, he was the first one there. He buys a little bit of time. Rotations come through, and you know maybe there's something perhaps upgraded weapon too.
He's smiling too. He's having fun with it out there.
You know,
he's got a smirk on his face. Trying to find the solo stinger, but I think FRZ just wants to die to bomb here.
There's no way that MIBR tosses the rest of this match, right? Like, there's no way. Like, there is just not gonna happen. In no world, no galaxy, no universe, no reality are they ever going to throw the rest of this game. And maybe the next games. Surely, right?
but the follow-up was good.
And that was the main kill.
Yeah. That just opens up so much, and then Vandy can continue to do his thing.
Those are just icing on the cake, but that Heaven fight was so crucial into winning this round.
I feel like he's trying not to celebrate yet. Where is Alpha?
I can't imagine the approach changing for them either.
Yeah, it's just so tough for MIBR because they feel like every time they're going for these re-clears, they're getting punished. So now that they're not re-clearing, that opens up the entire map for C9 to use these teleporters and do all these crazy defensive manipulations.
I mean, this game was filthy out from Cloud9. You had the Roomba up, you had the dog up showers. They take everything so cleanly, and I mean, this is a perfect time to inject pace into the round.
Yep.
Right? They've been so slow, they've been so methodical, and then this time, right out of the gates, they know what they want to do. They commit everything, hold W, and they get the site, they get the round.
Time to jump.
Great IGLing right now. I cannot stress it enough for everybody out there watching.
You had Prime, Salty. Thank you,
Because,
thank you.
I mean, defensively, it feels like you're constantly on the back foot, right? You don't really know what to expect. You're not finding success anywhere. You're just kind of left lost.
C9 have started the last like 4 or 5 rounds so slow, waiting for aggression, punishing it, and to just throw in the fast hit now. MIBR just not really ready for it. And honestly, the hit was a back sight fight.
It's super comfy.
Not letting
I had to order this or call and order this because we got it at Target in Texas. And we tried looking for it here, and apparently they only sell it in Austin. So we had to order it online because I liked it so much. It's my favorite color, and then like the balls at the bottom make it heavier. Thank you, Salty.
To go nuts. I mean, you
Hi,
can
Alpha.
see it, the frustration in their faces, the confusion,
it's just
the lack of answers.
It's so tough because they've tried playing aggressive.
It's slightly weighted because it's like a thinner blanket.
Trying to just play like a delayed bomb.
Balls.
They get absolutely punished in their basically back sight.
Oh, that flash didn't make it out of TP. Not that it matters. It's just a clone up showers.
3 people here pushing through shower, but the info is going to be gathered a little bit too
Oh
late.
my god, wait, there's 5 long?
Here, I can't imagine Cloud9 try to flip the map against the teleporter as they've been doing. They have no knowledge of what's happening A. And with Oxy's ult, they're going to find out that the site's completely open. There's nobody there.
Exactly. And
And he clears hookah.
Seen more than 2 people at this site.
Wait, that's actually huge. Imagine going 5 long and then you still get hookah control.
So good on this map.
They're going to try to flood out behind the Seekers. JZZ
I mean, that's so not good. I mean, like, they're not gonna win. There's no way that MIBR wins this.
Are they sticking it?
Oxy's gotten behind him. Azine's going to fall, but Azine's going to take the defuse all the way.
Oh my gosh! And that's the round MIBR win?
I mean, it doesn't have to be pretty, I guess.
The economy is still in shambles though for MIBR, even though they got that ninja defuse.
Really just so far back.
And honestly, up until this moment, C9 has been so on point.
Yeah.
With not letting anything slip.
Hit them when they're not looking.
Even on A site previously, tapping the bomb and
Well,
waiting
maybe it's
for the
good that
push
you
to
missed that
start.
last round.
But this time, just not aware that MIBR was going for the Hail Mary.
A little bit more of intent out from MIBR at the beginning of the round. The flash shoot teleporter, the pit down short. They want to take this fight into showers. Or at least create some space. I believe the Oracle's picked up by Mazine. He's now 1 point away from
I need
having
Whippy
solo
to
online.
back up.
He's so pushed up on this.
I need him to back
I think
up.
you're gonna see a Brim ult behind him with the Sky Dog going through here. That's what I would call right now if I was C9.
Well, there's the dog.
No Brim ult though.
Oh, he's waiting.
Coming now. There it is.
Oh.
Pushing him back.
Oh, WTP.
He got through, but he's by himself.
I mean, that was a mid TP. I don't know. I don't know what C9 is thinking. They're gonna come back. I mean, like, MIBR is totally gonna win this. Okay. This isn't. I don't think this is working anymore, chat.
And RGL's hiding behind the smoke.
Oh my gosh. I think Jake is aware.
Does not swing, does not fight, does not make a sound. Meanwhile, Zeppo with the spike. He's got to win this fight. So important. You lose control here, and that you've lost control of the spike. You lost control of the site. You've lost control of the round. Wow. And potentially,
I think it wore off.
MIBR get to map point.
So cold from RGL just staying his ground. understanding what his job
It's not over. It's not over.
And Mazin honestly going absolutely huge. And I love this set play. It's pretty much what I was getting at. I would have loved to see it earlier with the dog though. Allowing the Viper not to get out at all.
2 more rounds.
Yeah. Oxy maybe doesn't even have to commit his TP at that point. He can just flash out a shower.
One more round.
Traded. Some things to look into if you're C9 for the future.
The duality of man. Chef's kiss. Right back into the action. MIBR once again going aggressive and
Yes.
ready for it.
Yes, Whippy.
Smokes, was he ever?
And what a gamble from MIBR.
That's now 2 rounds where they've tried taking contact aggression up short, and it's failed.
Okay.
And you know, I respect the confidence and the aggression to try to catch C9 off guard, but it has not worked up to this point.
Yeah.
At all, anywhere. Even in showers the previous round.
And once again, they're left in tatters.
Sorry, my
Just a couple members left.
my computer.
And they have style.
Yeah,
This has got to be impossible.
Colin, back up. You had your moment. You guys had your moment.
See FRZ not moving his position. Maybe they'll TP.
Oh, he's backed up. Freaking peppered. Now
What do you even do there?
Courtesy of the Seekers, Vanity gets the spike down. OT seems inevitable.
Literally, what do you do there?
Like I understand what MIBR was trying to do into this round.
Ew.
You know, trying to catch C9 off guard, but it has not worked up to that point. And such a big round. Now you're going into OT.
But honestly, and like you were saying, I respect it because I think there are two situations that can play out there. Either you're playing not to lose or you're playing to win.
Yeah,
right?
and so they're definitely playing to win.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a good sign going into this OT.
3C has been hiding.
Just done a normal setup.
He came back and he was like,
One on defense. Maybe this map would already be over.
Yeah, sure.
To drop 2 players like that so early on.
"Hi, Ben Cal. Look, my second glass.
Spot to be in. We'll see what OT
Empty.
holds for us.
Empty.
Rifles and full armor for
Yep.
everyone. No glass cannons or anything like that.
No ops.
I saw Silverday.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone from MIBR up on this map. Maybe Artson in the last series on Jet?
Maybe.
Wow, Artson disrespecting the Viper Molly. It's not something you see every day.
But this is what you want out of your duelist, right? This is what you want out of someone who can inject a little bit of X factor into a situation.
I'm very comfy.
Maybe he's the one who can take matters into his own hands. And it seems like MIBR, perhaps with a little bit more
This
noise,
is
but
first
a similar
game.
approach to what Cloud9 was doing in the latter half of their attack side.
That flash doesn't connect on anybody long B, but here comes the hookah reclear. This is going to be really big information if Vanity spots him.
Okay.
Big info here. This might cause a rotation from C9
Yeah, what do they
towards
do?
his B site.
What do they do with this? I think the response.
He missed the knife lineup.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, and that could be disastrous for MIBR. No knife, no info gathered.
He's beneath him. Oh, he was beneath him. Vanity was there and he was ready.
They hit 10 first.
It seems like they're going to try to hold this fight up close and personal. They're both playing just on the other side of this wall. MIBR not being allowed entrance. They're not being allowed access.
Ew, what kind of patience?
Exactly where they
Oh.
were, and this hold has been ferocious.
Oh!
From those two. Attempting to do it themselves. Finally, the reinforcements arrive, and is it too late?
Wait, Oxy wins this.
Finally showing up. Do they know where he's coming from? He could be anywhere, and RGL drops him. MIBR take the lead again.
C9 had that round in the bag. All signs were leading to them winning that round, but they got a little too antsy. A little too quick.
Wow.
Emotions maybe overflowing in that moment to cause lack of good judgment.
I mean, Vanity was there to take care of our team at the beginning, and then Whippy single-handedly shutting down Octagon.
He had full numbers there. 3v2 scenario. Yeah, even Imi knows. He knows they had that.
Slipping away at possibly the worst time.
Oh, speaking of up.
Oh!
He just gets sat down.
Smoke's down.
I mean, a massive start, and now the dog's gonna spot everyone. They're just gonna fight in showers. The flash out.
Oh, he only got one. Oh my God.
So much pressure applied, and How do they get through this? RGL's left alone. He's got 58 HP. Now he's surrounded. They should be able to get the spike down unless FRZ can strike at the right time.
Oh my gosh.
10 HP for the controller, and it very quickly evaporates. Can Oxy keep this map alive? He's gonna have to do it on his own. RGL with the smoke, FRZ with the spit.
Portal closed. This is so tense.
But they're playing it so disciplined, so carefully, so meticulously. I mean, it's fundamentals versus playmaking right now.
I'm so stressed, bro.
Yeah.
They do have a brim smoke, and this is huge into this round, but Oxy's in such a good spot here.
He gets the
He needs to relax.
Instantly falling. FRZ, he's going behind him.
No smoke online anymore.
I mean, Oxy's in such a good position right now. He's daring the challenge! And FRZ hits the flick!
He one-tapped them!
An excellent response to what Oxy had just done to them. What a map from MIBR.
Oh my god.
No.
Dog, that was insane. And I really got to shout out RGL into this game. His brim mollies.
Yep.
Even in that last round, on point. Understanding that Oxy's probably wrapping back short, Oxy could not pinch the shower guy in time. So much time for FRZ to get that flank in and actually regroup with RGL into that round.
Oh, I got to go back very quickly to what we talked about at the beginning of the map. It felt like the series could have gone either way.
Yep.
The first time they danced. This time, the first map goes into OT. It comes down to it's something like...
Oh yeah, hi
for
Beach
example,
Boy.
these teams just seem like they're matched up so freaking well.
Very high level Valorant being played right now.
I'm gonna get more water.
And man, Mazen and FRZ having the most first bloods for their team. That's 5 for Mazen, 4 for FRZ. That's the KO and the Viper.
We're gonna step away here very shortly, but when we return, the desk is gonna break down the first half. There's another map to go, potentially a third. You're not gonna want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Rachel, you okay?
No. I live with a broken phone. I can't trade in.
Okay, that's dramatic. Better plans Verizon. Everyone can trade in their old phone and get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus with AI on them.
A new phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Wait, I'm on Verizon. Can I still get it?
Yeah.
I gotta trade this in, right?
New and existing customers can trade in any Samsung phone for a new Galaxy S24 Plus watch and tablet, all on us. That's up to $1,800 in value, only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Wait, what's the last match? Oh, it's G2. Yeah, they're adding the plot armor. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I might be too tired to watch the third game, but I'll watch Leviathan Sen. I need to clean the apartment, and I want to edit my vlog so I can get the move-in vlog out. I have 1 minute to nap. Me 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 me. Me 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 me. Me 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 me. Isn't it midday? My friend hosted dinner last night. Bradley, Mr. Figman10 Skizzers, and we had a couple drinks. I'm not hungover. I'm just tired from it. I'll show you guys what they made. So there's this basil, pineapple, yuzu drink. And then he made fried oyster with deviled egg, salmon eggs, and then pickled onion.
Coach of MIBR Bazooka, a very, very tight first
And
map,
then
but I have to ask you
a
about the agent comp. It was different.
chuya. We had two different types of chuya.
What's the reason with the agent comp?
And then he made this yellow, I think, is it yellowtail? I don't know. It's like this fish appetizer with like a yuzu and basil oil and a chili oil.
Mix things up, and boy, oh boy, they did just that. Picking up
And then he did like a milk washed drink.
From C9, 14-12.
And then fried
break it all down. Great game.
fried
Top to
crab
bottom. Genuinely fantastic.
with this tomato sauce.
I think that both teams really illustrated that they took those losses and learned.
No,
from them,
I definitely
tried
knew
to
how much I
implement
drank.
New ideas, and even when things weren't
And
working
then
out,
lamb.
they pivoted in the mid game, and that was so vital, especially for MIBR.
Baby Bay leans on this a lot.
And then he made this like
the
peach
calling in this game is really interesting. He especially
white
highlights
chocolate
Vanity, but I think
dessert.
we see it on both sides. And the timeouts.
This is really
Those
good.
precipitated complete changes in approach from both teams. We saw MIBR start off by trying to do this, like dry contact.
So that's why you're all water today. No, I'm not gonna lie. I have noticed that like
They changed tack.
Yeah, I think they were worried about.
I've just been feeling like shit because I haven't been drinking water.
And flank behind the rest of the team, but
Not
Oxy
even
was
just
looking
like
a little bit more passive. And so with that, they
the
just took a
drinking
timeout. They
in
started talking. They're
general.
like, hey guys, we can just post mat the way that we know. And like Riff said, I mean lineups. Let's go. They're so good at lineups. I mean their post mat was so good, and this is
No,
kind
one
of
of
like the
one of my
phenomenal MIBR
friends
that
made
we
it.
have seen, the MIBR that we kind of come to learn to love is playing those post mats, is playing those retakes, and I feel like they really fell into their play style.
It's the other way of playing the post-punt scenarios, right? If you control showers,
Bradley, we met Bradley's girlfriend and she's incredibly sweet.
play that way. It might feel a little bit more exploitable at times, but it's the polar opposite of their
After we met her, I was like, Bradley, it's about fucking time. It's about time.
Some other teams are trying, even like the Phoenix comps we've seen from Loud. This worked really well for them, but again, we had like multiple more adaptations across the course of this map from both sides. C9 eventually sniffing this out.
Yeah, which to me,
No,
it really
about
speaks
time as in
volumes
like
to how these teams
this
have
one's
just
a good
evolved
one.
as individuals, right? Because I feel like if this was last year, you know, you get a little timeout, you kind of just continue to run things as they are.
That
Whereas
was
now
my
the
way of saying
competition,
don't fuck it
everything's
up.
So close. And these guys know, like, it really is the margins that are going to be the difference between getting these wins. I mean, look at the OT. It literally came down in overtime.
I mean, for sure, like MIBR as a team as well, we've talked about how they're all consistent. So this game, their numbers and their frags were all similar to each other. It wasn't one person standing out. And I think because of that, they looked so stable as a team. And each one of these players can kind of take the round and put it in their hands. And we've seen RGL clutch a million times. Like I've said before, I love watching RGL.
Okay,
And all these other
jinxing
players
only
are just
works
holding their own, taking their
here.
ones. I feel like that game was just such a big game of just taking these
Go
ones.
on.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I love there is that Cloud9 turned a weakness into a strength in the second half. They were trying to fight for showers, fight for a short, and they were losing out because Oxy was being just forced away behind util.
Yeah.
They conditioned MIBR that they'd be doing that every round. So they take round 16, round 17, they do what MIBR did in the first half. They sit back off on the attack and wait for these dry contacts because MIBR are getting restless. They want info.
It's literally, that was literally the end of the game, right? The end of regulation play, right? You're thinking to yourself, oh, MIBR's got this one wrapped up. 12-11 is great. Nah, let's send 3 down mid. Let's see what happens, right?
Into like an angle that Whippy's holding passively for that purpose.
Right into the blender, you know? Those are going to be the things that they most definitely are going to need to have to address. But, I mean, they're okay with the victory. On the other side, though,
That is
for
true.
Cloud9, they're certainly going to need to figure out how...
Actually, no, he does talk about her, just like...
We had a chance to catch up with the coach of C9, courtesy of Liz. Let's check it out.
Not in a certain way.
I'm here with the coach of Cloud9, Emmy. Heartbreakingly close. You strung so many rounds together at the end. What do you say to your team in moments like these?
It's not really. We know we're better than them. It's just about fixing what's going wrong. So on defense, we're playing as 5 individuals, and on attack, we're playing as a team. So as long as we fix that, we'll destroy teams like this.
Well, best of luck.
Okay.
All right, well, here is the map select. They need to continue to play as a team. You just heard Coach Jimmy say, but we're going to be going to C9, or C9's Ascent. Rather, this is MIBR's pick, C9 on the defense. But I still think C9 on Ascent look pretty all right here. This should be, I would love to see this go to 3, honestly.
I mean, Vanity's calling is fired up, and I think his Sova was so good the last time we saw him on Ascent that I'm really looking forward to watch them play. I think their IGLing is going crazy, and I think even though MIBR kind of has a momentum, you're always worried about bringing that into the next map. I feel like bringing it to overtime means that C9 can still feel it.
Look out for Cloud9 on defense. They're starting on defense to rotate a 3rd agent onto the A site with Oxy refusing to give up tree. He will play forward that util. He'll make sure he holds his ground. And Jake also, in those A main fights, you know, the Omen.
Okay, they're chilling. They don't look stressed out, so they should be chilling.
He will sneak out of A main into wide and try and be in a position.
That's gonna be fascinating to see if they really try and take advantage of that, because you can see like multiple times in that last game they were really just playing off of the information MIBR was giving them, and it was working out for them in a few of those rounds.
And again, and then Vanity plays Odin on B, right? And has these ridiculous like spray transfers and such. So that's always hard to play into when the enemy Sova is like fired up and getting a lot of info off his own util and has that Odin. So you'll see C9 give up mid if they rotate that 3rd agent onto
Honestly, they should be used to it.
To some degree. NRG sent crashes up
because when they practice, they have practice rooms.
That's maybe an opening for MIBR.
I'm assuming they have shoes on.
The same approach as that match.
I feel like MIBR is really good at setting traps up though on Ascent. I feel like especially towards that mid area. So if C9 is giving it up, I think
we're not doing Viper.
They can just abuse that mid control, or they kind of get nothing in their traps. And I feel like one thing MIBR was doing a really good job of as well was kind of taking their ones. I mean, we spoke a little bit about how it was a little bit questionable that they were aggressing, completely dry, no util, but going into it, like they just started taking their ones, and doing that right before an execute might be super beneficial. And this Viper double controller.
Okay, do you guys think Cypher is better than
really like this comp.
KJ on this map?
Work, but I really like it.
Well, let's see how this one pans out for MIBR. They could wrap this up.
I feel like how common Sova is on this map. I don't know if he is, because she has such a good ult.
Thank you so much, GB. Yeah, great. Feels like
it's
we're back
50-50.
Viper, Omen on Ascent. We're starting to see teams deviate from what has become the standard comp on Ascent. What are your thoughts on this double controller comp with this guy?
I don't know how good it's gonna do, but I mean, MIBR chose this map.
Sure.
And they're
confident in it.
Yeah, they probably knew they were gonna start on attack, so I'm kind of expecting some slow plays just to feel out the defense of C9 at first. But C9, we saw they're very good at this map. They're very comfortable on Ascent. Took energy to the distance. Granted, it was a mirror matchup, but I do believe that C9 have played double controller on this map before, so maybe they'll have a lot of experience and know what to do against it.
MIBR on the attack side, as you mentioned, we're going to see what this
I don't know. The thing about KJ is you can play so aggressive.
For us so far, not very much as far as pace goes. Seemed like they were waiting for Vanity's util to come through. Now confirming that that's not the case. They've gotten past the shock. The dart still hasn't been invested. Oxy taking a little bit of decay. Stays alive for now, but it's just not much to really get out. It feels a little labored.
We've seen this Omen flash before from NRG.
Yes, we have Vanity playing backside with the classic.
Ah!
Outnumbered.
Wow.
The timing might be good here for Oxy. Just barely missing that window. But applying pressure anyway. RGL holding down main.
Okay.
They can't expect him there, but he's got to be cleared. Clean.
Oh.
The third falls as MIBR get their first.
RGL is such a beast lately on this roster, I swear. Like,
he's been nuts.
Yeah, this entire tournament, he's been an absolute standing point for MIBR. And, you know, when it comes to pistol rounds like that, it's like, there's always a talk between like, the coaches and the players, like, oh, maybe we just run the same pistol again, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Very similar, maybe they won't expect it back to back, you know? And these are like the little mind games that are being played between teams.
I think I am gonna watch the Sun game.
MIBR, not second guessing that at all. Omen flashing already into the back site. That's a hard read though. That's problems, I think, for the side of C9.
The dog pushing forward, sectioning off. A couple players at the site. Jake playing on the other side of the door. They've managed to dodge all of the util, but I think Jake has suspicions.
That's on
somebody
purpose,
is through. Oxy's on forward.
Oh!
He just dashed into his face to take the fight.
With a classic.
Get the C9 bundle.
And he two-tapped him.
Just so confident. But can Cloud9 convert this into a round win?
And RGL understands that Oxy isn't on the flank anymore. Still a little bit wary, but doesn't see him yet. What a flash.
So perfect. Mazine has to take a step back. RGL forced to wait on the other side. He has to push out.
Eco Demons!
And this is all off the back of Oxy getting that kill. That was so crucial.
I think there were two things there that ended up being the problem. Yes, number one, Oxy getting that aggressive dash forward to get the kill, and then also they smoked RGL off of the site.
Yep.
They refreshed their smoke so early on main, he couldn't get involved, and when he did get involved, the round was over. Hey, you see him pushing out finally just to see that he's being triple-faced.
And for a team that is known for...
Wait, he plays with his jacket half on. Like just one sleeve on.
That is not what you want whatsoever, especially on attack Ascent. That second round after you win pistol is so important into snowballing this map. This is a map where getting 4 rounds is a great half on attack.
I'd keep that arm warm from aiming. Dude, I've always like thought about this. I don't know if I play better with a sleeve on or not.
It's interesting here because of how MIBR handled the
Because he could definitely just get an arm sleeve.
So yeah, they lost
But
it, but they can still afford
like
to
for
buy
me,
a
I can't really tell when I get like when I play better with long sleeves on or like a t-shirt on.
Will he be able to replicate that onto this Viper?
Already seeing some of these early mind games. As soon as the alarm bot gets cleared out, they smoke behind it and push forward into mid towards B. Now they rotate. I mean, right on cue. They also just got a knife tagged onto Mazine, so they know where he is. They know that there's a late lurk. Flash out of smoke. Vanity playing backside with Whippy not far off. You start to see some spam come through there.
Oh!
But they're not able to get any of the shots. At least Whippy wasn't. Vanity can though.
Oh!
Not able to land the transfer onto the third.
Wait, he has the Odin.
Both upgraded weapons, but Cloud9 have numbers, and it's just FRZ by himself.
Wait a second.
Can he keep them back on his own? He's trying. The spam is
Oh,
there.
thank
Just
God. Good
in the
timings.
nick of time, it runs dry.
Runs out of ammo.
Now Mazine has to do it on his own.
Yes.
Dink onto Jake is not enough.
Yes.
So rare that you see a team so comfortable just giving all of B main, giving all of boat, market, and playing for that back site. It seems like C9 is just so comfortable in this position. Understanding that Zeppa will be there with the flashes from spawn. And it's honestly really hard to punish, especially when you have Omen smokes coming out to help the people back site. Yeah, those flashes over the top. You know they're there, but what can you really do about it?
Might have a little tiles crunch here. Flash shot, no, it's actually just setting up for Oxy to hold the line with the op.
And I think that that is going to foreshadow some things further into this half. Aggro plays. Already setting up tiles flashes like that to set up Oxy later in the half.
He's already.
I think it's because the Odin is so expensive.
Great info gathered from Vanity on Cat with that drone.
The knife hit everyone. The knife hit all 3 of them.
Yeah, there's no way this hit is coming through now.
Oh, wait, we flashed
MIBR
early.
Understanding that they need to slow down. Lurk smoke to get out. But noise being made that they left wine. I don't like that.
There's still so much time to cut noise and decide where you want to go. The problem for MIBR is they haven't really taken any space anywhere.
And up to this point, MIBR towards this B side of the
No,
map
you
has
don't
only
have
really
to
gotten
use it.
contact when C9 was back sight. Oxy here.
Valorant should add inflation.
And they're gonna run straight into his
No thank you.
There it is. Right into the op. Right into the crosshair.
Ooh.
2K. The potential for a third.
He's heating up, Doug.
Not connecting
The skin is not it though.
But it might
Personally.
Waiting for anyone to swing. Finally clears out the seat. He's not able to land the shots. Oxy overwhelmed.
Oh no.
And the op can't hold.
10 seconds
It's
left.
falling apart for C9. It was so good up to
No,
this
don't
moment.
say that.
A 2v2, Jake and Zappa are going to have to figure out how to pull off this retake. They should have plenty of time to do it, and it's going to be an approach from 2 fronts.
No utility from the side of MIBR after this smoke. I don't know when the next smoke is going to come up for RGL.
Zappa just got his knife back.
This knife is going to get so much info.
The timing on it is key. There's the knife, only tagging 1, so you've got to know the other one's close. He's got to be playing exactly where Jake was on the swing.
Okay.
RGL gets it to a 1v1. He's so weak. 4 HP, has to reposition. Jake is on the hunt.
Oh, thank God.
And he's going to get the defuse. What a play from Jake.
Wait.
Imagine if he lets go.
Oh, 0.65. We've seen this before.
I know it's the exact same number, I think.
Yeah. I think it was 0.67 the first time.
Aw,
Same
thank you, Echo.
And honestly, that one little change of Oxy just playing a little bit on a more aggressive
I'm sure
angle,
Cheddar appreciates it.
able to get 2 into that round. It was good on MIBR for bringing it back, but
W classic skin. Hi, Jess.
I think he has it. Oh, yeah. You got it.
and I don't know who called that. Maybe it was Vanity. Maybe it was the coach. Maybe it's just their game plan, but that is clean.
Clean.
Already this early on.
You want to put the game in your stars' hands. They weren't able to get it through on bind. Maybe Ascent will be a different story.
100%. And honestly, like, yeah, it wasn't the Oxy that we saw the first time around getting 3Ks, 4Ks, aces against MIBR, but he was still at the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, he still had massive impact.
And that's crazy to think about.
He's got the opportunity to impact the round even more here.
What a flash.
That's so clean. The smoke and then the flash.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Seppa with 4. FRZ alone.
Come on.
Ace still.
Ace, 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 ace.
Oh, Vanity might be the one to spoil this. Yeah. Start to see the spam come through. FRZ trying to take a challenge and he succeeds.
Wait.
2 HP to his name. He has been the clutch master for this team.
Wait.
I mean, 2 HP though. You don't have the spike in
Oh,
hand.
one way.
I think people just want to know if Zeppa's going to get the ace or not, to be honest.
Shoot.
I'm surprised we're not
Shoot.
hearing ace, ace, ace.
It started. There it is.
Right on cue.
Nicely done, Dre. Nicely done. They're just not giving him anything.
And it seems like it's just inevitable at this point. This would be massive.
Oh. It's okay, they got the round.
Sorry.
Holy shit, that was crazy.
And another round for Cloud9. A big start here on defense.
Zeppa.
They thrifted. They've just had so much momentum since then.
And I think a lot of players in general don't expect people to push through Viper walls like this, but
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he even cares that much as long as they win the round.
he understands.
No free PC.
On C9. Maybe not this roster, right? But it was last year. So they understand what the gaps are of the comp, what the weak spots are. And that pop flash being one of the key factors into countering that A hit.
Raw alpha.
We'll see if there's any adaptations out of MIBR in the future rounds. Maybe a molly on the door to prevent
Wait,
that
no,
from happening.
the round, the game already started at round 5. This is round 6.
Alarm bot out from Whippy in mid.
Yeah, it's very
He's
bright.
walked this Odin back to back now.
I mean,
He's trying to combat Vanity's antics. And look at that. As soon as the alarm bot gets cleared, a smoke comes out from Jake towards market.
Yeah, that's a one-way as well. Makes it
I
very
know, I
dangerous to
know.
run through.
Wonder here, they've invested a lot of their util to protect the BE. MIBR have done a really good job of just off of clearing the alarm bot and some spam. Getting
I
all
want
of
some
that util
spam,
out.
egg, and rice right
Jake
now.
is playing this perfectly, Doug. Wasn't antsy on the
Hi,
flash right away.
Alphars.
Gets info.
Jakey just started playing CS.
And
What the
overall,
hell?
results that, you know, on the defensive side, there's not really a lot of
That
ways
sounds
to use
so
it besides for,
good,
like, you know,
Gunny.
flooding in. Maybe
Hi,
opening back B
Zeke.
as the hit is coming
30
through.
seconds left. Your Marv.
So I like, yeah, exactly. I like it being used in this scenario for info.
Oh,
Dashing
oh.
forward, Jake tried to reposition, but JCZ was there to punish. FRZ's gonna have a late timing up mid too. There it is, right on cue, but they've spotted him. They know where he is. He's gonna have to get out. But that's pressure applied.
Ooh.
Was that through smoke? I think so. He opted through smoke.
He's got blades on as well. Kept back by the utility for now. But finding a time to strike, spotting the first.
Oh.
JCZ's on the trade. RGL playing down and Hell trying to find some
Good
space.
trades.
Hit the transfer. FRZ left alone. It's a battle of the Odins. Spike landed the tap there. FRZ throwing a shoulder.
Dude, it sucks because I can hear MIBR yelling right before the round ends.
The Odin 1v1 and he doesn't even opt to stay with it. He switches guns to the Vandal.
That's wild.
It's not every day we see things like that. And wow.
That was still filthy.
We thought he shot him through smoke. That was just a really nice shot.
I would have loved to have seen that 1v1 from Vanity's point of view. He played that so cold, man.
FRZ has just been so crucial for MIBR in these clutch rounds. That's why you saw so much respect from C9. Yeah, Zeppa could have gone for the ace, but they just want to win.
Yeah.
They just want to win the round.
Out here, Oxy has an outlaw. You might get a shot here onto FRZ. All really depends on how he plays this. You hear the camera toggling.
Ooh.
He tagged him.
Ooh.
Big damage done. The outlaw criminally underrated, honestly.
What do they do from here, though? They've got to know that he's the late lurk. Look
Oh my gosh!
JCZ is! He's in their spawn!
You got Oxy first?
Everything! Meanwhile, they thought they knew where he was. He's going to get an insane timing, too! They're both going to fall!
Wow!
Clinical from MIBR.
And Vanity. Not expecting the garden push. What aggressive play
Guys,
from
we can
MIBR.
get past 4
So
rounds.
easy, taking things into his own hands, pushing the Sova solo. Ends up
They're
killing
not
the guy by
losing.
mistake. He was
We're
going for the
4-3.
Sova. Oxy. Did he get the third?
3. I mean, talk about being opportunistic with your timing and getting value out of it. No Odin here. Just a stinger and some shocks. The buy for Cloud9, not great.
This Cypher just so annoying to play against when he's doing this B default with the cam in the cage.
Paranoia out, they've cleared the turret. Whippy's tucked. Starting to see members down.
Oh!
Vanity once again finding value.
That should put a halt to
W
things.
run and gun.
That's their spark, that's their go.
Seppa's really low in spawn right now. Almost getting spammed out.
And look at how Cloud9 understand. Now that Artene's gone, the tip of the spear has been blunted. There's a real good chance it's going to be a late hit somewhere else. Jake and Oxy are already back at it.
They're ready for this. Look at how passive Jake is holding from.
Oh my
Info gathered.
goodness.
Oh, they got the paranoia out too. There's still a lot of time in this round.
I like that MIBR is opting to go through A main with the bomb. Had that bomb gotten killed somehow on Cat, this round could be completely different. So really trying.
Mazine's going to have pit off of this. I don't know if he'll invest it, given it's a light buy, but Cloud9 not sparing any expense. They've invested the lockdown.
Can he get out in time?
It's going to be close.
Oh my god, Zeppa's won.
He takes a slight step back as it dissipates. They get the pit out in main. It's all going to be spam. It's going to be a barrage of utility to try to keep him off the site. Oxy did get it to half.
It was a great knife from Zeppa, though. They can't use another molly
He's
yet.
gonna hold it. He's gonna hold it. Oh, he got spammed through. 1 for 1. RGL left alone. He's healthy. And Whippy was not. Vanity is neither. He swings, and that's another
No.
for RGL.
Oh my gosh. And I was doubting it. I was really doubting the Viper ult.
I was doubting it too. I was like, what the hell? That's so late.
Molly through it. That's so clutch. It's so hard to have that lineup when you cannot see the ball.
Pain.
That just feels bad, man.
This right here.
RGL, man.
Dude, we've talked about this a couple of times, but the guy just continues to answer the call.
Sitting at 12 and 6. He's a duelist on this map.
He's been so impressive, yeah. A deep exhale from Bazooka.
And when you're running this double controller comp, a lot of the pressure of dying early adds smokes.
Hang on. Oxy's flashed. He's gonna have to dash out manages to split the uprights. He was in a really aggressive position with the op. Vanity has fallen. Oxy does too.
Oh no.
The idea was there to set him up, to get him on an aggressive angle and to try to catch him slipping, but it just doesn't work out.
Hi, Eddie.
Great Omen flash. Not skipping any corners is MIBR.
Again, the fundamentals, man. They're just so drilled.
Ooh, great dog there. FRZ with the Odin again.
Ooh.
They're calling for a save here. They have 3 rifles. I think they're done with this round.
Yeah, and when you're playing against like this Viper comp, just Viper in general, so good on the post plant. We already saw it in the previous round, right? The mollies being enough to basically stall time enough for RGL to close out the round. And the trading right now for MIBR has been phenomenal going into these sites.
I mean, they've done everything phenomenally.
Surely it's not a repeat of last game, right?
I think I'm going to be expecting a timeout soon if I'm C9. 5 rounds given to MIBR is tough. That's
Right on
tough.
cue. A quick look before
Hi, we're blue.
we turn away. It seems like the buy is going to be shoddy for Cloud9 as well.
Shoddy.
I mean, what do you do here? You're facing up.
Shoddy, little baddie. Sorry, that was my computer. That was my computer. She, my little boo thing.
You mentioned it has been outrageously
Shoddy
annoying.
got the
Fight was
fatty.
difficult to circumnavigate as well.
Shoddy got
What
the
are you calling here if
fatty.
you're me?
If I'm Immy, I'm telling my team
Wait, why
the
is
early
this?
aggression is going to be very hard to do because right now how MIBR is playing this map is they're ready for every single early aggro peek with the op or even a rifle that Oxy's trying to set up, right? They have the Omen flashes off the cam, right? They're able to use the Viper wall at A to not get killed. They can cross all the way to the orb, right? You want to re-clear. That's how you want to use your utility. You want to fight.
Oh wait, guys,
after
Colin's
the
going to get a
second phase of
haircut
utility
today.
that MIBR is using.
He's gonna be bald by the time he
They're ready
comes
for the
back.
first layer. You gotta set up for the second now, and that's why when Oxy was set up on that stairs, they showed a different look, right?
I'm just kidding.
Small change was able to win them that round on the B site.
I don't know if the curse is gonna work anymore. I need to I need to curse it when it's like a little bit closer to the end, because there's like it's gonna run out.
You might have to.
The mid side of the map.
Bowling more like ball.
They don't have MIBR.
Okay.
MIBR's comp doesn't have a Sova, so you can really play around that bottom mid.
Oh, there's a
area,
tech
Get
pause.
somebody pushed up, maybe even Oxy, right? He has the confidence
Hi,
to go for these
Hanpan. Good
mid-round
morning,
flanks
Joe.
through the back, all that stuff. He can updraft over the trips.
Yeah.
On the hit, right? Or maybe even just having him try to find that timing.
Wait, did I tell you guys, Colin? I think I did say it, but Colin's cheering for us to win this game because if we don't win this game, they have to play
Showing the
Leviathan.
same utility. And this time, when C9 is trying to punish him in the actual main, Omen Flash comes out, stuff like that, right? So maybe
Crazy.
have Oxy do a different route. Don't fight him head
Yeah.
on. Right? Take control of mid. Get pushed up. Get info.
It's almost 2 p.m. over here.
That Sky utility is not good in the mid side of this map. Got to be confident against this comp in that mid area. Take control. If you have mid, you're able to flood faster.
I am being told that Tech Pause gear is actually a pesky little audio issue. As soon as it gets rectified, we'll get back into the action.
Ruh-roh.
But MIBR, you know, you mentioned it. They've been really freaking good these last
I
couple
think
rounds,
so.
man. RGL continues to lead from the
I
front.
mean-
FRZ has been just such a nuisance with that Odin as well.
Yeah, and Artson right now, he's sitting at 0-8.
Again, Ice Spice is crazy.
In this half, and MIBR's up 5-4.
Wow.
Yeah. So really, honestly,
Dude, Cheddar's so
It's
cute.
like what I always say on this map, when you're playing Jet on attack, it's either 30 or bust.
Yeah.
It's so hard to attack as Jet. We even saw him get punished when he dashed into boat. You can't always choose the right spot.
Right.
Vanity just runs into
He's
the Jet
sleeping
smoke,
at the
kills
door,
him.
staring at me, waiting for Colin to come back.
There, and I think that's where honestly you do see some of the value though in it, because it's not showing up in the stats, but he is creating space. He is opening up room for FRZ to go off, for RGL to go off.
Exactly. It's tough, man, playing Jet on Ascent. It's not an easy feat. Usually on defense is when you're able to show, you know, individual prowess.
Yeah, he's adjusted to the new home, but now, like, every time we open the bathroom door, he goes for the toilet paper. He has dissected 3 rolls of toilet paper so far.
And honestly,
he literally rips out the middle cardboard of the toilet paper out and then chews on the whole thing, so we literally cannot use the roll anymore.
There's 4 in B main, and then you see Mazen.
It's both of our dogs.
Getting pushed up in mid somewhere aggressive could catch that guy off guard, make them have to commit to B, or make them have to come re-clear all of mid. And that could open up a lot of opportunity for
How is it
for
Tofu?
a guy like Oxy.
Sure. He's got to get online if Cloud9 wants
He's
to
like a
spend some
fiend
misleading.
for it, bro.
Being told we're changing something out.
He never did this at our old place, so I'm like, why is he doing this?
Earlier, we actually spoke with our team about this rematch. That has gone very well in favor of MIBR so far. Why he's not worried about facing Oxy again. Take a listen.
O Oxy ele jogou muito bem realmente na última série, mas creio eu que acho que essa série foi o momento dele.
No, he's having fun, bro. Like he doesn't go for anything else.
Então com certeza a gente não vai deixar ele performar do jeito
He's kind of clingy. Oh, that's so cute.
We're back. I told you guys it wouldn't be too long.
You know, I was talking about you,
things are
huh?
fixed and we're getting back into the action. So again, if you've forgotten, MIBR has just rolled over Cloud9 these last couple of rounds. They've taken a 1-round lead. RGL and JZZ have been leading from the front. Oxy has been really quiet, but again, is there something that they can do? Dre, you talked about how we needed to set up across the middle of the map.
I'm very
Seems like that's what he's
cozy.
playing right now.
Oh, he's going back to guard now. This is still fine. This is still fine, but something I want to point out as well is the narrative of this map and last map. Like C9 winning the first 4 rounds. In this case,
The only thing about adopting that we were kind of, because we fostered before we got Cheddar,
MIBR coming back.
it's so hard to unteach bad habits, and it's so hard to go through like the trauma that some dogs go through. Because imagine like,
but MIBR already adjusting.
It's not like they have secrets.
I don't know. I think people who adopt can adopt, or who have adopted can say it better than I can. W angle. I use that angle.
If he wants to find value out of that, he's gonna have to get into their lab. RGL committing to the
How do you smell like poop?
Ult's online.
Are they aware of Artson? He jumps into the heaven smoke.
Just so bold, and he finds both. That Bucky did damage, but it was not enough.
Dude, he did.
Swing,
That Bucky should have killed him.
And once again, Cloud9 left in tatters.
Oh,
Tatters.
No, Doug.
1 rifle remains for the defensive side. And yeah, there are a lot of weak members on the side of MIBR. This would be ridiculous. 16 HP on one, 30 on the other, but Artson gets 4.
Not skipping a beat is Artson, starting off 0-8. And then when his moment comes, he takes it in a full grasp. It gets a 4K. And so aggressive too. That's the X factor I was talking about.
Yep.
He's top gen, and he smokes heaven and jumps into it. Catching C9 off guard.
It's because you called him out.
He heard me.
Yeah.
He heard me. But I do want to say, C9 played a great round up until heroics from Artson. They actually cleared mid. They understood FRZ wasn't in the flank. That has not happened yet. They finally did it.
Oxy with the op mid.
Yep.
Continue, I'm sorry.
And they were able to have 5 on A, honestly.
I can't not laugh. It's just...
Arson just made a play on, but good play from C9.
I feel bad because it's so stressful, but it's just funny the way that they put it in between rounds.
The heroics proved to be the difference maker.
Hi, Jay.
MIBR not even using utility in this mid area of the map. No Sky utility used just until now. Oxy could have gotten tremendous value there.
Zeppa.
Okay, Zeppa awareness.
Something afoot.
Cover going out.
I mean, this got out of control very quickly. Oxy's still playing the opposite side of the map.
Wow, how did he get that kill?
They're playing so slow. They're really throwing the brakes on this thing.
Putting doubt in the minds of C9. I think C9 is aware though, because the person who was lurking mainly towards that garden side when the B hits came out was Mazen, and Mazen is now dead. So I think C9 is definitely aware no one's towards the A side of the map. Oh, that's a big seeker.
They're gonna try to get out. I don't think they can. FRZ falls. The spike is stuck in the middle of the map. This is a solo mission.
Oh, this has to be huge for Oxy.
And JZZ's got to get a massive timing. If RGL can win this 1v1, there's a shot at this. But it's a big ask.
Oh, did he see the barrel?
I thought he said big ass.
JZZ's barrel.
They're so patient with it.
Oxy has no idea this guy's behind.
I mean, how could he?
He should know soon though. When C9 clears this cat area. Yep. Right on cue.
Chaos introduced into the round.
JZZ not moving though.
Okay.
Now they might think he's in A main, Doug.
A knife. Only tagging one.
Uh-oh.
But there's a little bit of help. Heaven. RGL again. Can he find a second? No.
Okay.
JZZ left alone. The spam up in Heaven's gonna give his position away. He's got to swing out and take the fight straight, getting it to half.
Oh, thank God.
JZZ tried going for a play, and Jake was there to greet him.
Great comeback in the round from MIBR, but
You
C9
need
was
a
definitely in
bash.
the driver's seat.
Like bad.
Zeppa doing his best, his absolute best. 14, 7, and 11.
Just huge. This play was so
Yeah,
well done
Cheddar.
by Jake. I mean, he knew there was likely going to be a drop, and he knew there was going to be a challenge.
Okay, let's go.
They're scalped. The op is still in the hands of Oxy, too.
Here we go.
Get out of my way.
Vanity has his ult. You hear Blades invested last round of the half. Look at all of that Killjoy utility B.
MIBR is 5-man the last couple rounds here. Off of that timeout that C9 took.
No use of the nanos yet.
Look at this backside setup.
There it is. Instantly popped. There's the Hunter's Fury. Is he going to find any? Whippy on the spam, not able to land the shot, but he connects on JCC when it matters. 8 bullets left. Is that going to be enough to drop the duelist? No. 4v4, the op now showing up, but they've lost control of the site. There he goes. Oxy dashing forward, trying to create space. Like a lamb to the slaughter. Jake and Vanity,
That was
the only
poetic.
two that
Like a
remain,
lamb to the
and they're
slaughter.
separated. FRZ, the one separating them. Keeping them apart. Pushing into the smoke. 7 bullets left. He tries to keep them at bay, and that's exactly what they do. MIBR with 7 on the attack half.
This is... Wasn't this the exact scoreline last game? Ow.
Missing crucial things like swapping the op off of Oxy before dashing in.
I mean, he had a really good attempt there, but it just wasn't enough. And again, FRZ just keeping
Cheddar.
him at distance, not really able to make a play. And I've got to remind folks, elimination's on the line. And Madrid is up for
What are
grabs.
you
If they can
eating?
pull it off, we're going to throw it down to the desk to break down that first half. Take it away, GB.
Thank you so much, fellas. What a display that we're seeing here from MIBR. They managed to find themselves in an advantageous position as we flip sides going into the half. But guys, I mean, again, what a series that we've been treated to here. Both teams really showing so many layers.
I feel like this game is extremely swingy, very momentum-based. I think MIBR have cottoned on a little bit to knowing what the defensive setup is from C9 based on where Oxy's playing. So when they see him try and jump peek mid, they kind of know that it's a weak A-side hold, and that Viper wall kind of forces C9 into retakes if they feel like they're going to get hit.
I'm not even gonna lie, chat. I'm so tired. I don't know if we could. I don't know if I could play. Oh my god, watch the next game.
Yeah, exactly. Oxy's been doing a really good job at putting presence, but I think MIBR, like you said, did a really good job of finding that and
They got wise to it.
avoiding it. Yeah, and they have that Cypher cam towards that B main, completely pushed Oxy off, denied all of that. So then Oxy actually started finding some success towards mid, and now Zeppa. I mean, Zeppa went crazy here. I feel like C9 and MIBR, this game was so scrappy. We talked about 1v1s from the last game, but this game has been 1v1 fights, swinging through smokes, util dumping.
It's 2
Even
PM.
earlier, we saw Jet jump into heaven and just take those 2 kills. It's such a scrappy game, and I think it looks so good for either side.
It's been a rather seesaw game, if you will, of
This
big
is
swings on each side here. MIBR, C9, both squads really just showing that they don't want to go home here, because let's not forget, folks, this is it. If C9 loses here, we will not see them in Madrid. MIBR's journey continues, so they have to fight tooth and nail here, Uber. This is it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would be wild not to see C9 advance here. That would be crazy, but hey, it's possible from this point.
And MIBR could very well be the ones to do it. Let's see what happens and send it back over to Baby Bay and Doug.
Thank you, GB. The brutal nature of this tournament format demands excellence. And if there was an instance where excellence needs to make an appearance, for Cloud9, it's now. With elimination on the line, you're down 2 rounds, backs against the ropes, and you're on the attack side of Ascent.
I'm
There's a lot
Murasaki.
stacked against you here.
So tough against this Viper. And already a mid-trap setup from MIBR.
They've got a really nice setup, you're right. You've got JZZ who's got the flash, you've got the
Oh
pinch in from
man, oh
This
man.
is disaster for
It's okay. Wait.
Those
50s are our rounds.
What is this guy on right now?
The
50s are our rounds, okay?
FRZ putting a knife in the heart of C9 fans everywhere, it seems.
And it might not have been the twist, but it's set up for it too.
The arena quiet. So confident. Just walks off cat, but he did have the support of his teammate next to him.
It was such a good setup.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the fun things about defensive side of Ascent is you can do that, right? Like you can take ownership of this situation and make something happen. That's exactly what they do. You've got an Outlaw in the hands of Artzin.
Flash
There's
it.
ever a time for heroics. It's right now, Doug.
Yeah, it's gotta be. The flash out from Zeppa, they're gonna try to
Oh,
flood into the guns. With 3.
Oh, thank God.
Jake on the trade.
Still doable, 2 guns.
Yeah, Whippy should be able to upgrade a weapon. Jake got a little ahead of it. They're separated. Wow. Get out. Outlaw finding a kill.
Oh.
That's
Okay,
all it
it's a
is.
good eco.
Get the Outlaw!
Hi,
It costs more than the
Ayo.
Bulldog and the Spectre.
That's such a Jet mindset.
I mean, especially against the team of like C9 who,
Yeah,
for sure, for the most part, does like to go into these light armor buys.
Can you sub in? We need
That got really
this.
crucial into this round. Nice
Make it a
spin out from Mazza.
6v5.
The Molly behind them too. Like they had nowhere to go. They were stuck.
They
That
should
was their
sub
answer
me
for that,
in,
Taiko.
or
Not
put me
trying
in,
to
make it a
guide any early
6v5, but I have to play with Cheddar in my lap.
They did drop. They kept 2 weapons, dropped everything else. So
Spectre and a Bulldog.
it wasn't all lost. Potential to bonus much weaker now. And again, Cloud9 invest.
Taking the fight to C9 is MIBR, and it all starts with the duo in mid of Artson and JZZ, and that's a
Ooh.
huge kill, Doug. Gosh. Numbers in favor of MIBR right now.
Dude, that was a Ghost and a Spectre. And they just destroyed him.
I think Cheddar in my
No
lap
damage
is a
taken as well.
nerf 3Z.
What does C9 attempt to do here? What a cam! Info gathered.
2 caught mid. And you imagine here, as that cam sets up, you think through the rest of the half, there's a real good shot. There's an aggressive peek out of mid after that. See if that happens later in the rounds.
Oh, look at the positioning of Artson right here.
It's in such a good spot. You're going to have to deal with these trips without a go button. You don't have a ton there because Oxy falls.
Okay, we got a trade.
Great position.
How do you break this trip, Doug? They still haven't broken it.
Yeah, I don't know that you do.
It caused them to flip. It's an unbreakable trip, apparently.
Oh wait, this is better for them if they go heaven.
And find their way in through heaven.
It's chaos.
Dropping down.
Oh, this shot is so important for RGL.
He spotted him. He knows he's there, but now he's alone. And that might be
okay, we're chilling.
Only one found.
Winnable. Winnable, we're chilling.
He's got a guardian.
As long as they're aware.
2 vandals. He's healthy. Has some util.
That turret doesn't look at him in.
You're right. He's gonna be able to creep up so far.
He has 2 Viper Mollies and Orb. Does he invest any? He should know that they're in hell here.
Oh, it's forcing the swing out. Now they know where he's coming from. He lands a shot on the first vulnerable.
We know for sure now he's not in the right corner, Doug.
Thought he would have after the first. He's gonna take the challenge to Whippy! And Mazine does it!
Oh my gosh!
The heroics for MIBR continue. And again, I mean, you can feel it. The air has been sucked out of this arena.
They went into that with a Spectre and a Bulldog. Scrappy pies.
Oh, my computer.
What a play from Z, man. All smiles.
Oh my gosh. Just a perfect scenario to be in as a Viper. You have 2 Mollies and they're both in hell.
And the turret, I mean the turret.
Yeah.
I think the turret was a really big part of it. You called it out from the very beginning. There's still some to buy for Cloud9 here. Guardians, a Bulldog. Cloud9 left looking for answers. Yeah,
I would look on Facebook Marketplace, Mara.
They expected to be in this position.
My agent got his off of Craigslist, but that's kind of sus too.
They're playing this defensive side beautifully.
Instantly re-clearing the A main space after that pop flash. They should know Trip is here. Farsi is just unstoppable right now.
The man can do no wrong.
Oxy's sitting at 6 kills, having a really rough map right now.
And I don't know that it's gonna let up anytime soon.
This would be huge.
Wait, did they see his gun?
Some space here. If he can get his timing right, but he's surrounded. He's gonna have 2 people pushing him.
What is RGL doing to these guys?
And Oxy falls again. Another flawless round.
Okay, surely MIBR doesn't win this, right? Surely. Didn't 3C say whoever hits 11 first starts tossing?
Leaving no corners
I CQ.
Unchecked. They found my wife. Look at this confidence.
First from FRC was great, but this right here, wow. I'm getting tired of saying this guy's name. He just continues to step up.
It could definitely work,
right
Clove.
C9. You gotta give it your all. And it's so tough. You see it right there. It feels like your dream of going to Madrid has been just sucked out of you. And we need a reset here.
It's winnable. Winnable.
The crowd needs to hype up C9 to keep them in this.
I mean, they're doing their
best.
best.
They're visually just not in it right now, Doug.
I mean, Jake with head in hands.
Let's go.
A lot of pressure on this kid.
W crowd.
We'll see if the crowd's able to will a comeback from this squad.
And it's doable, Doug. You can always come back. That's what's so beautiful about Valorant. It's not over until it's truly over. When that scoreboard hits 13 or 15, whatever it may be in OT.
I mean, it might not be fully over, but it certainly does feel close to it.
And in these moments, Doug, if you're C9, you really got to band together and just have each other's back.
Yeah.
Hype each other up. Just because you lose this doesn't mean your entire season is over.
No. You are on a break for a long time, though.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that yesterday's
What do you have
game?
in store on this attack side?
Come on. That G2 game.
You know, we've talked a lot about how MIBR on this defensive side have played aggressively. They've been the ones to set the tone on the round. Not the case this time. And again, perhaps expecting a very fast, very aggressive hit on the other side of the timeout, but it just doesn't come.
And these are the plays that I was talking about that I thought Oxy should have been doing on their defensive side. Re-entering space.
This is really tough here. Our team has procced the dash, but there's no paranoia to clear him off of this.
Pinned.
I think this is a little too obvious with that Viper Molly being there.
Pinned.
That's very wise of Artson to back up.
They just jogged A long. It didn't tag anyone. So Jake should be able to fill some space. He also has the ult to flip the map.
This Viper. Was that a missed smoke?
Yeah, there's a gap from RGL. Looks like it. They've invested the ult. Oh no! FRC's there. Oxy not able to get out. Not able to find space.
He just can't catch a break this match.
Can Artson hold him back on his own? He's been tagged.
Oh, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. Winnable, 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 winnable.
The hero for MIBR. Add it once more. Drops Vanity Jake on the flank though, and it's a big one.
Wait, they're low. They're low.
Can the young buck find some space? Great kill onto the first. The paranoia is
Oh, Jake the goat.
Stay alive. They get to 6.
It all starts with one, Doug. And Jake, player who had his hands in his head.
Oh man.
Playing great right now. 15 and 12. That flash was perfect. You already know RGL is probably upset at himself for missing that smoke.
How did he just like peek crouch peek like he knew you were there? He just like started spraying at you.
It does feel like MIBR has had a sixth sense in how this map has gone, so I believe it feels way worse for them.
Dude. That's so funny. Like even when he's not trying to be funny.
Imagine you invest every single thing you can.
Look at these trips, Doug.
They're just so annoying to get through.
Scout destroyed.
Talk about how the life of a Jet is a hard one on Ascent. It's even worse when you have trips you got to get through and Cypher to play around.
So I play Reyna on this map.
MIBR has been doing a great job as well of changing those Cypher trips up.
Yeah.
So even if Vanity wants to use those shock darts to break them, you don't know for sure.
You're guessing.
Mm-hmm. And normally what you see is a lot of teams using Sentinel utility in the mid side of the map.
Right.
But MIBR not putting any there.
They're not concerned about it all. Oh, our team patient. Not pulling the trigger at the first and punishing on the second.
Nowhere to run.
Now Hunter Fury's gonna get a kill. Jake pushes forward as well. He's on the site by himself.
30 seconds left.
He stepped up big so far for his team, Doug. Doesn't want the dream of Madrid to end here.
It's kind of cute that the casters like call them by their names.
This would be massive.
Oh my god, Doug.
The problem is too, you're still
The
having
dream Doug.
or Cypher util, excuse me, Zeppa's on the flank.
I don't even know if
He's
that's
gonna
his
find the
actual
perfect timing
name.
here. If he plays his cards right, this could be great. The flash out is awesome. Our team gets high ground. Drops
Oh!
on the line and he can't. A 2v2 in there. First he knew. Whippy on his own cannot convert.
No way, Doug.
Norway, Doug.
Nowhere. He's in the flow state right now.
He's ascended. I don't know how. I mean, I thought Zeppa was going to crack that thing open for sure.
Everything he's doing is just magic.
Match point.
Poor Zeppa.
I mean,
It happens.
Oxy is having a rough map.
Yeah.
Can't get anything going.
Enemy remaining.
Everyone hiding.
And to go back to the conversation we had at the beginning of this series, Oxy was the difference maker the last time they played. He was the X factor. Right now, he's been silenced.
It's tough, Doug. I know what it's like to have
It's
a
tough,
team
Doug.
play to just counter you.
Yep.
And in those moments, you need your team to really step up to the plate when you're being shut down like this, like Oxy is.
Cloud9 looking for a second lease at life.
Oh, he gets legged. A little bit of luck this time.
Yeah. But how much more are you going to get away with? Paranoia was great. Oxy falls.
And this Viper wall. Makes it so hard.
I mean, what do you even do with it? You've got a pit on the other
Oh wait,
side.
we gotta ult. We're chilling.
Oh, this is perfect though for C9. They know they have to be funneled into this left side of sight.
Yeah, what do MIBR do here?
I don't think two people can fit. Oh,
he's gonna ult out. He's gonna dodge it.
Oh my gosh!
He doesn't get detained either. There was nothing to consider that. And now he's
Excuse
back in.
me?
Cancels the ult. He's rejoined our team. They've played this perfectly.
Look at that lineup, Molly.
Wait, but Jake's up close. Jake's up close. He's about to
Ooh!
Jake with a massive play.
Shadows traveling.
Yeah.
Zine is left alone in a 1v3.
Still, signs of life for C9. Jake has been playing like a beast.
Jake
this
from
game,
State
really.
Farm. He's got that insurance with
Zine is
him.
not done with this round, though. He's not done with the possibility of putting them away here. Starts to flirt with the idea of doing this on his own, but it looks like he's going to think twice about it and just live to fight another day.
Jake really creating so many opportunities right now for his team. And I do want to point out that this comp from MIBR, they're so drilled that Mazen has a lineup from A site that lands lane with a Viper Molly.
Oh, that's huge. Sorry to cut you off there.
Whippy dying.
The Whippy dying and Jake.
Alright, my PC.
The money's not
My
great.
PC.
Sees the barrel there.
Let's go. Five more. Let's go. Let's go. Holy fucking
Right.
Only when we're here.
No, every time I don't touch my mouse and then I touch my mouse again, it gets that notification to let me know what DPI I'm
I
at.
didn't realize how much of a banger of a map this guy was having. 20 and 12.
Yeah, he's going nuts. But you can hear it in the comms of Cloud9.
It's not over.
They're attempting to will themselves back into this. FRZ just has a sheriff.
That is so cool.
Wait, what is this mid play?
They had an aggro cam on Cat looking into tiles and it was not broken. This allows them to creep up.
Zeppa knows. Flash in his face, takes a quick step left.
Wait, they're chilling. Wait.
This should cause a re-clear from C9.
I don't think they know JZZ's here.
If this forces them into the B site, you are going to run through Viper Mollies and spams from Mazine, who has that Phantom.
There's the first. And there's the spam. Whippy got tagged. The second Molly. Oxy's got to know.
Ooh! Don't check his PC. Do not do it.
The turret. Starting to see some of these little things. Your turret's out of position. Whippy trying to hold them back though. In the face of the Seekers. Paranoia's a little late. He gets the kill on the first. But it's traded. Cloud9 still with numbers. And the round comes to a screeching halt.
Dude, I don't even want to say anything. I'm scared.
As they mull over how they want to attempt this retake. There's a dog in play. RGL with 2 smokes.
Great
and
spam.
Zeppa falls. Dark cleared.
Great smokes.
Vanity
Yes, Oxy. Oh.
doesn't seem to matter. Can RGL pull it off on his own? The first falls. Time is short though.
Oh.
Cloud9 refusing to go away.
Wow. And Jake again delaying the time for that retake by popping Omen ult. They thought he was flanking for a good like 10 seconds.
Valiant
Maybe
try.
not 10, maybe like 5 seconds, but that
Like
makes
10
a
for them,
difference.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ta. Mami. Appreciate
Big
it.
investment into that round from JZZ as well.
Yeah.
Booba smokes.
Using those Seekers into that in a 4v5.
And as the tension continues to build, MIBR trying to put a stop to it.
Okay,
As
we're
early as
we're getting
possible,
there.
Call timeout to think things over and talk them through. MIBR on the doorstep of qualifying for play-ins, of sending Cloud9 home early. And I think there were a lot of people who didn't.
Yeah, it
give
should be
MIBR
the new
much credit
bundle,
at
I
the beginning
think.
of this season, at the beginning of kickoff.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I was definitely a huge fan, but only because I knew them. I knew the level they were at. I think Fraud has brought so much to this team, along with Artson. And Mazen, too. Mazen, great IGLing so far.
Well, I think it was interesting to, in the arrival interviews with Bazooka, he said, we've got some special stuff cooked up for you.
Yeah.
Because of Fraud.
Yeah, and the last time MIBR played
Both
this map, it was a
Murasaki.
standard comp. And now they're playing this total off-meta comp on this map and
Hi,
making it
Calmu.
look so good, especially on that attacking side. But I feel like a comp like this is just naturally weaker on the defense. You don't have as much utility.
I mean, in the face of that, though, they won 5 rounds on this half.
Wait, they have good. They have a good read right now, I think.
Still up 4. But that buy from MIBR is not great.
I think Artson is saving for an op for next round, so not opting to buy anything into it. A little scrappy of a buy here.
I mean, they have a runway to play with. They can afford to do something like that.
I was going to, but I'm getting tired. So I might not.
I don't think
Today's I'm supposed to not be streaming today because today is my day off. But here I am.
Silence across the map.
I'm getting EP.
Nobody wants to make a mistake right now. Info being gathered, and already bomb being moved towards B side of the map. Look at FRZ.
He's so far up, and you've got to context it. I mean, RGL has the paranoia.
I don't know if Cam can see.
Yeah, this
angle
the
early
move,
enough
and then
for the
VCT
flash
has
to
my
hit.
schedule a little bit
So
crazy
pushed up.
right now. Hi,
We're about
Mammal.
to find out.
It all depends on how they clear this corner. They need to be explosive.
Oh, forget the paranoia. Forget any util. Forget the cam. It's just gonna be FRZ's gun.
Ooh.
30 seconds.
You know, at least it was Zeppa
They
that
bring
went
Zeppa
down.
back. They find the space. RGL's gotten back sight. Sheriff in hand. And the trampling of Cloud9 overwhelms them. They've gotten through this
Game's at
pretty
full.
cleanly, all things considered.
Ew.
Letting the KO go first.
But this is where the game changes, right? Because now MIBR have guns again.
Op online. Crucial.
As you mentioned, yeah.
Vanity does have the Sova ult though. Does he invest it into this round?
I've got to mention, huge from Zeppa there too. Hitting the ult at just the right time, knowing there could be something a little bit more aggressive because they had no info on that side of the map.
Those are the fundamentals that we always talk about.
Here we go. Can Cloud9 continue to prolong this series, to prolong this map? It's a massive hole they've dug themselves, but it seems like they're pretty fancy with a shovel, at least so far.
It's a very early dog in a main from MIBR.
Op has been found. Oxy's really close here.
And this is what I'm talking about with this guy. Takes an op shot, still jiggles it, and he's still here.
He holds. That's crazy.
Scaring
so
me a bit.
confident, so bold.
Does C9 read into that?
Oh, they have the trip.
First trip cleared.
Usual pathing for Jets when you take that op shot on Cat is to go top mid, or go to B.
Right here. Not ready yet.
Barton deciding to stay A, going heaven now.
Revealing area.
I mean, if he tags anything with that dart, yeah, I thought the ult was going to be able to find more value, but it looks like it's just a distraction, just something to make some noise. But JZZ has the potential to spoil Cloud9's dreams right now. If he goes unchecked, it's a
Oh, good trade.
Oxy dashing forward. Artsy is repositioned. He's got the op in hand.
Down A.
Numbers, MIBR. No ults to deal with for Cloud9. Nothing else there.
Full Omen utility up for RGL. You're gonna see this Omen flash. Probably hitting the likes of Jen and Hell.
And the Odin.
I'm so stressed out right now.
Start to see some of the smokes come through. If there's anyone in main, you're not going to get a chance to display. Vanity's so weak. There's a paranoia. There's the swing. He drops down and he gets it with the shorty. That's all it'll be.
Into the molly?
Cloud9 home in advance.
And Artson, the X factor in the moment.
R.I.P.
Needs to be for his team.
And he was.
Jumps out Jen into
R.I.P. No going bald for us.
What a map from MIBR. Great play. Winning the rematch.
GG's.
They took that personally.
Dude, and you know, you and I were
They were
talking about
close
this earlier.
games,
It's
though.
hard to beat a team twice, man.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat a team twice when you've learned your tendencies, when you've seen their tendencies, the micro adjustments that have to be made in order to come out on top. It's hard.
Yeah, we're out.
7 first bloods.
That
Sky was cooking on the Sky. What nerf?
Yeah, no kidding.
You're 100% correct though, Doug. Going into the rematch, MIBR changing their comp, taking a risk, playing to win.
They said they had something cooked up, and we saw it. Both maps. Bind had a different comp. Ascent had a different comp. And now they're greeted as victors. There's a lot to be excited about for this squad.
What a game.
GG's. GG's.
Yeah, the jerseys are clean. But honestly, the gameplay impressed me the most. They've shown that they're prepared. They've shown that they know how to get past what they've had to deal with from Cloud9 so far.
R.I.P. Alright, guys.
Zeppa looking really good. Honestly, C9.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, it sucks in the moment, but it's a long season, Doug. Yeah.
it is a long season. We still have Shanghai. We still have Korea. We put up a good fight, I think.
Get a mental reset in.
Alright, y'all. I'm going to raid.
Because they're very emotional players, you can tell.
Yeah, they're wearing that one. You saw it on Jake's face. Yeah. I mean, on the other side of the stage, there's so much to be excited.
I was gonna raid Kami. But Kami is done. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna find somebody else to raid then.
I mean, the thing is, Fantasize, he said that it's better to use the in-game suggestion system because he's not the one who reads them. So instead, we should...
Right. What is happening on Zelsa's stream? Dude, I was gonna raid him, but what the fuck is this?
Out. Well, my streamer might be joining you soon.
Thank you for the 28 months comment, Soul. Thank you. You should have seen it during the game. Yeah, I don't I don't even know like where to look right now. Why is FNS's stream upside down? Okay. I'm gonna raid. I don't even know. Yeah, you can suggest a person. I was gonna raid Stellar, but Stellar's AFK. Bro's not even there.
That's my favorite soup. We'll do chicken noodle as well.
Yeah, we can raid this person. Great. Thank you for the good stream, everybody. I'm so sorry I don't have the energy to watch the next one, but I hope you guys enjoy all the content. I'm excited to play more Valorant. We can cheer for energy from this point on for Madrid. But just for Madrid, okay? But only because Colin is there, okay? Okay, like don't get it twisted, okay? I'm just kidding, but make sure to join the Discord for any post notifications and updates. Check out the new vlog if you haven't already. And I'm also posting some of the VCT watch party highlights on there. I'll still be watching VCT even after today. Goodbye.